Jake, you ready?
Yes.
Dakota, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Matt, are you ready?
Always.
It doesn't matter what's in your pants. Get on the floor. It's time to dance. It is 5:25 p.m. o'clock. Up next is Cox and Stocks.
Welcome to Cox and Stocks, where we light 'em up, kick back, and talk about what's going on in the NFL with Dizzy, Ray Boy, Little Nugget. Well.
Take a little nap.
It's time for Cox and Stocks.
That's right. It's time for Cox and Stocks. Now, here are your hosts, Dizzy, Rayboy, and Lil Nugget.
Woohoo! Thank you once again, the beautiful, wonderful Nicole, for that amazing song of the Cox and Stocks national anthem. I am one of your co-hosts here, RJ Smitty, Rayboy, Unlegitty in the house. How you doing, Rayboy? I'm doing good, pal. Thanks for asking. Joined by my left on Discord with the one and only Dizzy Artorias, Jakey B, JJ. Woo-woo! How we doing, Jakey?
Pretty good. I lost fantasy because I forgot to sub out T. Higgins, but besides that, pretty good.
Oh. To his left on Discord, we got the one and only, the Chiefs fan, the D Murphy in the house. D Murph, how we going, pal? How'd your fantasy week go?
I lost to a guy who has not won a single week in fantasy, and I had like 80 points, like 116 points on my bench. If I would have just put in my entire bench, I would have beat him. But my team shit the fucking bed this week.
Ouch.
Like, just absolutely. Quarterback curse seems to be back. I'm gonna throw Joe Burrow in there this week, see what happens. He may honestly die. I don't know. But yeah, and I already know what I got in Cox and Stocks, so
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm having to pull out some risky shit. So
Hey, for my fantasy, I forgot to mention it, but I went up against the guy, I forget how many games he's won this year.
he has been undefeated.
Oh,
Brian
that's
took
right.
down the champ.
I took down the champ. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And I haven't been able to talk shit all day because can't have my phone on me at work. But after this, I'll make sure to start lighting his ass up in the chat. To Dakota's left on Discord, we got Dan in the house. He probably won't say anything, but welcome special guest host Dan. Good to have you here, Papa D.
Danny.
Thank you.
And to his left on Discord, we got the one and only. He's the only guy in Cox and Stocks history who someone has voted for him for president. The one and only Lil Nug, Matty B. Woo! How you feeling, presidential-elect Matty B?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the honor. I'll make sure to reciprocate it when I go vote. I just want to say one thing about the Nicole song, our intro song. The more I think about it, a little weird how she has my name last, even though I won Cox and Stocks last year. A little suspicious. I'm not a fan of that. Not gonna lie. We might have to look into changing that depending on who wins it this year. Other than that, I am doing well. Thank you for having me, as always, co-host, and Dakota Murphy and Dan Chan.
Wow.
I have a note to say on top of that, Matt. Let me clap for you real quick.
Thank you.
If God strikes you guys down and I end up winning Cox and Stocks this year, it would be fucking hilarious to have me be first that she says the name. Okay.
I did not give her an order, by the way. I
Right,
just gave
right.
the names.
It's weird how she says Dizzy first. And you say that.
It is a little weird.
A little
I can
suspicious.
show
And I
you
will
the
say,
receipt.
It is weird that
I'm
she doesn't say my name either.
I'm all for having Dakota being in the song next year, especially first if he does win it. That's an incredible honor.
I'm not going to win it.
As long as he becomes a permanent party. It's a little awkward to get the name first if he does
Oh
not
no,
become a permanent
I
party.
think I've already decided I would like to continue doing this as long as possible. I'm
But
having
we have
a blast.
the backup song. We have the backup song, which is the current one, just in case.
That's true. That is true.
It doesn't matter to me if we continue to use this song as time goes on. Like, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. So,
No, we're definitely gonna get you in.
Yeah, me too. It's not right. I mean, we appreciate that you're along for the ride, but if you're gonna be a right member, you need to be included in the song. That's only right.
okay. And we should also maybe hire Dan to do a little Photoshop and get or all of our heads or something in there.
Oh, this
Yeah.
winter.
Put our
Dude,
heads up
when
in the
we-
Cox and Stocks or something.
Well, I was gonna say when we go down for Jake's in the wintertime, we could get something going for that.
Oh yeah. We all gotta bring our jerseys and wear our
Yeah.
I need to get a
teams.
Chiefs jersey then.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
I don't know how I'm gonna get though.
I mean, come on,
Who do
you're a
you
Chiefs
want?
fan. Like, you're not gonna get Mahomes. I'm like,
I think I kind of want to get like.
What if I get like
I think I'm gonna
Teresa
Worthy. I
jersey?
think I'm gonna early invest in a Worthy.
oh, okay.
Ooh, what if
That's
it
a good
says
investment.
Teresa on the back? Would you wear it for
If it says if you buy me a
Teresa.
Chiefs if you buy me a Chiefs jersey and it says your sister's name on it, fuck yeah, I'll fucking wear
Okay, I'll
it.
do it right now. I'm doing it.
Do it right now. Okay,
Yep.
I'll wear it.
Hey, I want a
Fuck
Chiefs
yeah.
jersey too that has her name. You know.
Do you want the whole name or just Teresa?
What were you gonna put? I don't want to dox
Choose
your
one.
last name. I guess everyone's heard your last name already, but our 4 viewers are definitely not going to do anything about our names. But
Do
like,
you want the full name or do you want just
just put Teresa.
Okay, I can do that.
Can I have one?
You're a medium?
I don't know how.
Go
I don't know what
large.
jerseys fit.
Go large. Just
Extra
go
large.
large. Just large.
large?
Large.
I
Yeah.
would get it. Ryan, what size do you wear?
I think mine are larges.
Give me a large, yeah, because the Seahawks one that I wore when we were down at Thanksgiving, that thing was kind of tight on me. No, I don't want to say tight, but it was probably the right size.
Okay, I
It's a
got Teresa,
large.
I got Jake at triple XL, and that fits pretty right.
Yeah,
Yep,
so give me a
definitely.
large.
I gotta find the same fucking website. 'Cause there's one I tried before that was ghetto and took my account info.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna recap. Let's actually talk some football and Cox and Stocks, and not about Dakota's girlfriend here. Thursday night football. The Vikings at the Rams. Jake switches his pick to the Rams, and man, oh man, in a controversial end to the game, the Rams get the win.
fucking
There was a no
crazy.
call on the face mask. Matt, do you have any thoughts about that? I know you're a Vikings fan.
Yeah. The only comment I have is on the comment of the referees when they said we can't call what we don't see. Motherfucker, you have 2 refs back there. That is inexcusable. Your job is literally to look at the quarterback when you're the two referees in the back there. Like, how do you not see that? His head is getting ripped off his fucking head, and you even see the Rams player cover his own face back because he knew he made the mistake. Like, that is such a tall tale sign. Jake and I stayed up to watch the game. I think Dakota was still on. I'm not sure. I don't want to.
I wasn't there at the end of it.
But Jake and I said at the same time, "Oh, that's a face mask, easy."
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying the Vikings are going to go down, win the game, force overtime, but that gives them a chance. Plenty of time, a minute 20. You put them on the 20, 25-yard line. You give them a chance, and that's all you ask for in that situation. Malpractice on the referees, and unfortunately, it's not the first time or last time we've seen this. Like, Jake said his best during the show, so I'll give him credit, give him love. Make it like the XFL rules where you can make it things reviewable like that, an ultimate challenge. Or what the fuck is supposed to be the sky cam for when they correct other things on the field, but they can't correct that? Like, why do they just pick and choose when they want to correct things when it's so obvious? That is not okay. Like, I'm cool with the Vikings losing, like if they lost and Puka showed out. Other than that, it's a bad taste.
Yeah, very, very sucky. I get, team, and I said it to Jake, like, teams, or people will say, like, don't let the game come down to a ref decision, like, they have to throw a flag, not throw a flag, whatever. I get it, like, you should be up by 40 and not let something like that happen, but, like, hey, this is the situation they're in. It came down to that. You missed that call, like, I agree. I don't know if the Vikings would have went down. They probably wouldn't have, but you
But why
can't.
not, though?
You can't
you
miss
still
that
Justin
call, though.
Jefferson, though. Yeah.
I know you. Well, what I'm saying is, like, to the people who say, like, don't let the game get to a point where,
The
like,
ref can decide it.
the ref can decide it. Yeah. To that, I'm like,
That's not
okay,
the point, though, in this case.
right. That's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
don't let
okay.
it get to that point. But that's the situation they're in right now. You can argue,
Yes.
like, don't let it get to that point. The reality is they were in that situation and they missed the call.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
Speaking of that, so the linebacker that did actually face masked him, Byron Young, he tweeted, there's a picture of him holding his mask like this, and he tweeted, it was just so loud in there, had to cover up my ears, you know?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So,
Funny.
That's pretty funny.
There was also, you know, as much as it sucks, there was a missed face call mask on the Vikings that game as well. So
Was there?
goes both. Yes.
Mm.
It was like it was like on NFC West or NFC North meme more, where it's like it was like the top picture was like when Vikings get missed a penalty or a face mask call, it's like, oh, everything's okay, and then on the bottom it was like when they get missed on their own, like on their for a call for them, and it's like, oh my god. So, it sucks. It's a horrible way to, you know, I'm guessing the Rams don't feel good about like the game ending like that either. Like no player really does, but
Right.
Rams balled out, man. Puka
Yeah.
and Coop look fucking hot.
Puka was hot.
Sheesh,
Cup was
Puka's-
okay, but Puka.
Yeah, Puka's number one now. It's,
Yeah.
Oh man, Cup is old.
Puppy.
The
Cup's the one that looks like a caveman, right?
Yeah.
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 The Cardinals at the Dolphins, -3 for the Dolphins, and the Cardinals outright win the game in Tua's return. They won by 1 point or 2 points, something like that. Spoils his return. The Jets at the Patriots, and whoa, buddy. The Patriots get the W. And
Woo!
not
Ryan,
only the cover, but they get the...
you-
yes!
You're our host, and
We're gonna do it now.
Yep.
And
Uh-oh.
you know you have Aaron Rodgers as your top QB number 3 or number 2.
Yeah.
Of all time,
right
by
now
the way.
he's a starting quarterback. He's the pseudo coach, pseudo GM, pseudo owner of the Jets, and just wondering how you feel.
Look, I feel great, Tom. Thanks for asking. You know, these Jets and Aaron Rodgers, you know, they're just a little not on the same page right now, but I think with some minor coaching adjustments going into the bye that they're not on this week.
Like firing a coach, like and getting a new one in there. Or?
Yeah, just some minor coaching adjustments. I think this team can
that
make a
already
real...
happened.
Yeah, I think it'll happen again. I think, you know, I don't know. Once they get on the same page here, they got a, you know, they got a short week here. They're playing on Thursday. I think they can bounce back. I think the Jets, they might run the table here and go all the way. I have no original thoughts, and yeah. Anyway, the Jets actually lost the game that up until Sunday was a statistically impossible game to lose. I can't remember if we talked about this or not.
We did not know.
But here's a fun stat for you guys. When a team, any team, in the history of the NFL, scores more than 20 points, has no turnovers in the game, and holds the other team's offense to less than 250 yards. I want you all to guess what that record is.
I saw the stats, so I know.
Okay.
It
Dakota
could've
Matt?
happened.
I didn't, but I don't really understand what you're asking right now. I wasn't paying attention in the first half.
Basically, the Jets had everything going for them, and they still lost.
Oh,
So, with the stats I listed off,
okay.
to score 20 points, don't turn the ball over, and they hold the other offense to 250 yards or less, teams that have done that in the entire history of the NFL are 750-0 until this game. The
A-Rod
Jets
breaks
are
another record.
yeah, record breakers. Anyway, they lose and don't get the cover. Eagles at Bengals, and the Eagles beat the fuck out of the Bengals all over the place, it seemed. Packers at Jags. The Packers get the win, but not the cover. Falcons at Bucks. Falcons get the win on the road. They covered by like 4 or 5. Ravens, what an upset. Holy cow. Jameis Winston goes out there and balls out. And Jake, I bet you were talking about these brownies, and I bet you're not feeling good right now.
If I knew the Ravens had the worst passing defense in the league, I probably would have taken the Browns, but I didn't know that at the time. And I was telling you and Matt on Instagram, I was like, I should take Jameis, dude. This guy's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
So I am upset. But good for Jameis. Love him. He's a guy. He's a funny dude.
He's a funny dude. We appreciate the comedy he provides.
Colts at the Texans. Matt, your Colts fly down to Houston. They get the cover, but not the win. Do you want to talk about it now, Matt, or talk about it later? About
We'll do it
this
later.
Colts team?
We'll do it
Okay.
later. I need to refresh myself. I am refreshing.
All right, the Titans at the Lions, and the Lions beat up on some third graders and janitors. Jake, how you feeling about your Lions?
It was a fucking awesome game. There was that one point where the Lions had more points than Jared Goff had passing yards, so that's fucking hilarious.
That's
And Jared Goff ended the game with I think it was 12 for 16 for 80 yards or something like that.
Wow.
So it was a funny game. We let them get too many points. They got 14. That's too many. But our special teams, man, they literally won the game. I mean, it's not like that was a hard game or anything, but we had we had 80 yards passing, 160 rushing, and 240 on special. So it was just it was just like a weird fucking game. Obviously not gonna put too much stock into it. The Titans are horrible, but
right.
we're number 1 in the NFL power rankings now after that, so that's cool.
Hey. The Saints at the Chargers, -7.5 for the Chargers. Chargers take care of business. The Saints only scored 8 points. Saints are doggy poo-poo stinky water.
Yeah.
The Bills at the Seahawks, we're going to skip that one. The Bears at the
Whoa,
Commanders.
whoa!
Oh,
Run it back,
How
run
you
it back.
feeling about your Seahawks and everything? I mean, they kept it close, right?
They're on my shit list. Bears at Commanders, +2.5 for the Commanders.
wait, we can just
Sneaky
skip these?
Sneaky. Yeah, we're on the next game, Matt. Bears at Commanders,
Okay.
+2.5 for the Commies. Hail Mary!
Hail Mary.
Hail to the
Yes.
Commanders! What a finish to a game. And I'm sure we've all seen it by now.
Instant classic game.
The
yeah.
defender
Okay.
dancing around while the ball is snapped. He's not even looking
Yeah.
back.
Fucking comical.
Instant karma type stuff.
And of course, he hits the one that his hand hits the ball. And
Yep.
fucking everything. Yeah.
very,
bad.
very funny. He will probably never live that down.
Oh, yeah, you
Panthers.
can't come back from that one.
Nope. Panthers at Broncos. It was the Broncos' turn to beat up on the Panthers. Of course, they covered. Chiefs at Raiders. And how about these Raiders getting a last-minute touchdown to make the cover? Sorry, it looks like you all switched there except for me and Dakota. You made the
Everybody
right
switched.
switch.
Nope,
Yeah.
I switched, and I will say the only reason I switched off Chiefs because, I don't know, last minute, or it wasn't even last minute. It was I don't know, hours before the Chiefs Raiders game. Matt and Jake, or it was a day before, they both switched to the Chiefs. I was like, well, what the fuck? I was the only person on the Chiefs. So I was like, well, I'm gonna switch to the Raiders, and it worked out.
You
So
and me
thank
both,
you,
pal.
Matt and Jake.
Worked
You're
out
welcome.
for you and me both, pal. And the Sunday night football game, the Cowboys at the 49ers, -4.5 for the Niners.
Sneaky
And
pick.
they took care of business. Good sneaky pick there, Dakota. And Monday night football last night, the Giants at the Steelers. And dare I say, these Steelers are a problem. And dare I say, they might win the AFC North. Oh wait, who made
Yeah.
that? Who made that prediction? As
That
one
was
of the
you.
prediction? Oh, that was me.
did, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Does anybody know who's leading the AFC North by chance? The division? Does anybody know? I'm just
It's
kidding.
the Steelers.
Oh shit! It's the Steelers. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Did someone make the fucking pick that the Commanders were gonna win the NFC East?
Jake did,
That was
but I
me.
also I made the prediction the Eagles were going to win the NFC East. So
Oh.
Well, you're wrong.
we'll see.
Which
We
Which-
will see.
which brings our win-loss totals
Damn it.
for the week. In last place this week with 6 wins and 10 losses, Dakota Murphy. Woo-hoo!
I gotta spice it up. I was 6 behind. Now I think I'm 8 or 9 behind now. From first place, so I was having to spice it up, trying to make some coverage. I am 9 behind. And we'll go over it after this. But I updated the sneaky pick list for this week.
Oh, yeah.
And in a tie for second this week with a nice 500 record. A nice slice, even sliced piece of bread right there. 8-8 wins and losses is presidential-elect Matty B and myself, Ray Boy. Woo! And in first place with 9 wins and 7 losses, Jakey B. Whoop whoop! Congrats, Jake. He's faded,
And
bro. Faded.
Congratulations, Jake. He is batting over 500 now.
Yes, he is.
He is, yes.
Finally.
Yep, total wins here. Total
Over
wins
total.
with 53 wins and 70 losses in last place. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, but Dakota, it's you, last place, pal.
Hey, I broke 50, boys.
Yeah, woohoo! In third place with 60 wins and 63 losses, myself, Rayboy. Yeah, 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 yeah. In second place, 61 wins, 62 losses, presidential-elect Matty B. Whoop, whoop. And in first place, 62 wins, 61 losses, above 500% record.
Started in
Jakey
last
B.
place.
Started in last place, Jakey B. Whoop, whoop. Good job, Jakey.
Thank you.
Now,
Hey,
if
I just want to
you
say
don't mind.
the top
Yes.
3 fucking positions are. We are only halfway through the season. I am not taking this lead as a set in stone or concrete thing. I am staying the course and taking everything extremely serious.
Yeah, you
Dakota, I'm
better
not
watch
worried
the
about
fuck
you,
out,
sorry.
Jake. You better
But
watch
Matt and
out, boy.
Ryan
I'm coming.
is still
I'm
in
coming.
competition.
I'm coming.
And our new segment, Sneaky Picks Through the Week with Dakota Murphy. Whoop woo! Dakota Sneaky Picks.
All right, boys. So last week, I went through all the weeks and I calculated everything. And as you can see, sneaky picks through week 7, got everything there. Now, sneaky picks through week 8. Matt, nothing has changed for you. You're still 100%,
Hell
one
yeah.
for one.
Wow.
Jake, you had one sneaky pick this week, and it hit. So your
Oh,
percentage, you went up 2%.
Hell yeah!
There you go,
59%
boy.
Sneaky picks.
Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
2 sneaky picks, only 1 hit.
Oh!
You went
Aw.
down 4%.
Oh!
That's okay.
I had
all right.
4
But
sneaky
double
picks.
digits.
I had
You hit
4
double
sneaky
digits.
Double
picks
digits.
this week.
You had how many?
Oh.
4.
Oh.
Only 1 hit. I went down
Oh.
16%.
Ouch.
That's okay.
Ouch.
But I will say, to be fair though, the Colts-Texans game, Texans should have covered that. They were right there, about to score a fucking touchdown, and some fucking Colts lineman grabbed the ball.
Hell yeah.
Good for the Colts, Matt. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Giants, I was just like, fuck it, I'm throwing it out there. Saints, fuck the Saints. Fuck Derek. I know Derek Carr isn't starting, but fuck Derek Carr. I'm back on it. And Ryan, you
like
should
that guy.
recap the teams on bye. I think Jake wanted you to do that.
Okay, yes, I will. Let's go over to week 9 real
Well,
fast.
let's go back to week 8 real quick.
Oh, these ones. Oh. No buys this week. Cool. Pussy won't see this. I saw it already. All right.
that.
Before we do week 9, we're going to do our mid-season awards.
Yay.
Woo!
I got
For the MVP, offensive player. Let me just copy and paste this here for each one. Dakota, you said that you did want to go first on this. So let me finish putting this in here. And do you just want to do all yours right now, or do you want to? We'll do
No, let's
one
go.
by
Let's go
one.
ahead. Let's do
Let's
like
do one at a
MVP.
time, but let me
Okay.
do the first one every time.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Who is your mid-season? This isn't who you think is going to be MVP. It's through these first 8 weeks. If the season ended today, in your mind, who is the MVP?
I think I got to give it to Lamar Jackson.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
okay.
Very nice. Why is that?
And
From my understanding, he's only thrown 2 picks this season. I think he has like 8 touchdowns or some shit. But he just looks good. I mean,
I like it.
you just put him on the field. He's fun to watch. Like, I never understood the Lamar Jackson hype because I never really watched him, but watching him play, man, is just something else. Like, I'm part of the reason I started getting into football. And I will say this, Ryan, is a little bit of a bandwagon, but I am from Kansas City, is because of Mahomes. Because he's fun to fucking watch.
Sure.
it's fair. It's fair.
But this year, not so exciting. Every now and then he
Alright.
does something kind of cool, but it's just like, it doesn't feel like the same Patrick Mahomes I've been watching for like the last 4 or 5 years. Lamar Jackson, though, dude, it's just so fun to just be in the pocket and then he just fucking take off, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And nobody's stopping him.
Yeah, it is fun.
He's so fast, and I don't know, man. It's just I am scared. I'm scared of the Chiefs gulping. I don't think the Chiefs are playing them again in regular season, but definitely, AFC Championship or something like that again, like last year. And I'm a little worried.
Well, you guys already played them.
Yep.
I know we played them the
Yeah.
first week, but like
Right.
that's when the Chiefs were, healthy.
That's true too.
When Patrick Mahomes didn't fucking break his own wide receiver's leg.
That's true.
True.
So
I will say you said it was 8 touchdowns. He's accounted for 17. He's
No,
thrown.
he
17.
said 18. He said 18.
no,
my bad.
I thought because I looked it up earlier and I must have just been looking at the last 3 games or some shit. I don't know,
I thought I heard you say.
but it was like
17.
he's only thrown 2 interceptions the entire season,
Yeah.
which is pretty. I mean, Patrick Mahomes seems to be averaging 1 or 2 every fucking game. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
but still undefeated.
True.
Respectable pick.
So, I'd like to see what you guys end up picking.
I was not expecting
Who
that.
wants to go
That threw me
next?
off.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. Yep.
You cool with that, Jake?
Yeah. Go. Hit it.
All right, cool. This is a little, maybe not that big of a shocker. I'm actually gonna go with the Goff fans.
Whoa!
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff?
Yep. The other person, if I didn't pick him, because he's phenomenal. I think he is. Would be Josh Allen. It was a toss up between those two for me. I don't care that Josh Allen's only one pick. It's just how he's playing overall. It's looked pretty good.
He does have
I
one
think-
now, though, thanks to the Seahawks.
He does have one. Yeah, no, I meant like going into last week.
Yeah.
I just think how Jared Goff looks in that offense with NCDC is so fluid. It is nice watching. No complaints. Obviously, he has a massive, great supporting cast from coaches to players. That obviously helps. But just because you always have good players doesn't mean you always play well. But he is, so I will give props up to the offense.
Oh, Goffy. Jakey boy?
Yeah. I got the same thing as Matt. Jared Goff. He and I don't want to sound biased or anything because I was thinking Josh Allen, but Josh Allen's only had like one Superman game, and that's why I watched Josh Allen. I want Superman games from Josh Allen.
Yep.
He hasn't done that except for one game against the Dolphins, I think, where he
Maybe the
came back.
Was
and,
it
like,
that first game?
Jared Cook had
Like-
like 3 touchdowns in the first
or,
half.
I
It
can't
wasn't
remember. There
even
was
him.
one. No, it was the Cardinals. It was the Cardinals game.
Yes,
I think.
Yes.
I think in like the second half, he like
Yeah,
went
they were
off.
down
Got
like-
me like
yeah.
30
Yeah.
points.
That was the
Yeah.
first game of the year for
Um,
him, I believe.
Yep. It
I was
was.
thinking Lamar, and he's just lost too many games for me. It just like his first game, he had some accuracy issues. Wasn't a fan of that. Mahomes, he's obviously the undefeated, but he is a fraction of what we expect from him.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean, Jared Goff, he has set multiple records for passer ratings in a row.
Yeah.
He's like the only fucking person to ever have like 150 plus in like 3 games in a row or 2 games in a row or something like that. He hasn't thrown a pick since week 3. And like you said, Matt, I was listening to the guy Middlecoff, and he said it perfectly. Jared Goff looks like he has legitimately mastered the offense.
Yes. Yes.
When he has nobody on him, there is not a better quarterback in the league. I know he say he's retarded. He looks retarded. He
Yep.
plays retarded sometimes. There is nobody that can stand in the pocket and fucking dart somebody perfectly than Jared Goff. He is playing out of his mind, and I give
The
it to
only
Jared Goff for
thing
my
is-
midseason MVP.
the only thing I'm going to put on to that, not an add-on, but the only reason at this point he wouldn't get the MVP is because he just had an 85-yard passing game. Not even through his fault.
Yes.
It's not like he played bad. It's just that the other,
The
two-
offense
two
couldn't
lo-
get on the field.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
It's
But
not his
that's
fault.
what-
He'll get dinged for it for sure, which is
Exactly.
unfortunate.
Yes, that's all I wanted to add. So I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
But again, yeah, mid-season MVP, not the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Take away last game, which he literally could not play. Then I mean, it's the Titans too. Imagine if he did play. He probably have another 150 plus passer rating game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey boy,
Yeah, I gotta go with the Goffster as well.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
and I'm not saying that
I was
just
not
because he is
expecting
my MVP pick. I do want to pick Lamar, but the reason I'm not going to is because of the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
Yes.
And before we do that,
Dang it, we all say the same thing.
I think we all know who we're picking for Offensive Player of
Dang
the
it.
Year. But Dakota, and I have nothing else to add for the Jared Goff case. You guys
Cool.
basically did it all there for me. But yeah, Jared Goff. Dakota, who is your offensive player of the
Well,
year?
I'm kind of curious who everyone's going to pick, but I'm going to go with Derrick Henry.
Dang it! It's a sweep. It's a sweep.
I got somebody different actually.
Oh,
you
really?
do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Well, how about you let us know, pal? Who are you going with? Is that how
Well,
you're
I wasn't sure if you guys want to give reasons for your Derrick Henry picks. It's
yeah,
but
what?
I mean,
Sure,
Sure.
yeah, Dakota. Why are you going with Derrick Henry?
He's an absolutely fucking monster, dude.
Two
Yeah.
R's.
Like, fucking the Ravens picking him up, like how no other team got him is insane to
true.
me. And
That's very
And
like,
he wanted to go to Dallas.
yeah.
like, dude, imagine. They would probably be carrying fucking Dak Prescott. He would be carrying Dak Prescott right now. Everyone would be praising Dak Prescott, but it's gonna be all Derrick Henry doing it. I mean, he's just a monster. He's scary as fuck. I don't really know much about Derrick Henry when he was on the Titans, other than when I was playing Jake and Madden like 4 years ago. I picked the Titans and I would just run Derrick Henry to the fucking grave and just dominate Jake.
You can see these stats right here from Derrick Henry when he was in Tennessee. He was an absolute fucking
He was still a
monster.
monster, but like it's Tennessee. Like they were only good like 4 years ago for like 2 years or some shit. Like maybe 6 years ago for 2 years, when they were making it to the playoffs.
I
But
don't remember. One year they had the 1 seed. I don't remember what year that was. But it was
I think
recent.
they went against the Chiefs. I know in the playoffs one year.
It might have been 2020. I'm not sure.
Oh no, I think it was like
2022.
2017, 2018 or something. But anyway, he's just and Matt was saying some stat the other day that he's on record to beat like rushing yards
He's
a
on pace.
game.
Yeah.
He's on pace or some shit like and do it like a game earlier,
Yep.
which is absolutely insane. He's averaging like what 120 yards
Something like that.
a week or something.
130. Yeah.
Like it's scary. I mean, I don't know any other reasoning to give for him, but
Mine was also Derrick Henry. You can lock that in. To piggyback off that, like he said, he is a monster. He makes that offense run so efficiently smooth. Because now Lamar Jackson does not have to be the only Superman. I know Jake's loves his Supermans. Well, now he has like a Batman Robin actually situation going on. So Marvel, we got we're sticking with that DC concept. He has I believe the 3 longest runs of the season in the NFL. He makes the offense go when they do go. I mean, we saw that in the Bengals game. Obviously, he won them in overtime. He won it for them in the Bills game when he broke off the very first play of the game for the 89, 90-yard touchdown. He is streaky good. And so I can't really add much else to that. Just love what I'm seeing, though, from him. Bully ball.
Yep, I'm also taking Derrick Henry, which is probably the main reason I'm not giving the MVP to Lamar because it takes a
Yeah.
lot of pressure off of him. Not saying Lamar isn't playing MVP football. He's playing better than he did last year
Yeah.
at this point. But having Derrick Henry, like having Derrick Henry and Lamar on your team, like it literally seems like a cheat code, like an
Yep.
actual cheat code.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also taking Derrick Henry as well, and I got nothing else to add on to that. Or I will add this on. I think the way Baltimore is using him is fantastic. They're not just like, oh, he's Derrick Henry, let's give him the ball 25 times or 30 times. Like, no, they give him like around 20 carries, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever. And they spread him out strategically, so by the time the fourth quarter comes around, it's not like, all right, let's give him 10 carries, 15 carries in the fourth quarter. They spread it out like so in such a different way every week that like teams are like, oh, like when are they gonna run with him? Because we have no idea. So the way that they're utilizing him, I think, is really good. Jake, who you going with for Offensive Player of the Year?
So this is kind of kind of eating my words, but I think I have to give it to Saquon.
Wow.
I totally agree with everything you guys said about Derrick Henry. My only like drawbacks to him are kind of like the same thing with Jared Goff, is like what happens when the Ravens don't use him, which they've done for a few games now. like
Yeah,
2 or 3 games.
Yep, 2 games.
They lose,
Yeah.
and like the Chiefs
and last
game,
week, Browns.
yeah, in the Browns game, and then what about that other game they lost against the Saints or whatever? Did they use him? I can't remember. I can't remember. But like when he's not being used, they lose, and they've not used him a few games. And with Saquon, he's fucking saving Nick Sirianni's job right now.
He is.
I mean, this guy, he is a fucking workhorse. And then
Yep.
like with Derrick Henry, it feels like a win more scenario with Baltimore. I feel like with fucking the Eagles, like Saquon has like completed that team. When AJ Brown, Devontae Smith,
Yep.
and Saquon are all healthy, it's over. I mean,
Yep.
you're not winning that, no matter who the coach is. So I give it to Saquon. He's playing fantastic. A little bit eating my words too, because I thought he was washed. He's not. He's playing fantastic football.
I like it. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that at all, especially from you for what you just said. Big fan of that though. Good analysis.
The defensive player of the year, Dakota Murphy. Who you going with, pal?
So I will say, if Aiden Hutchinson was still playing,
I was
it would be
thinking
it
that
would be
same
Aiden
thing.
Hutchinson 100%.
Same thing.
Now with
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson breaking his own leg on his own teammate,
Yeah, there you go.
Just
I
one of
got. I
those
think I have to go with
fight
T.J. Watt.
TJ
Interesting.
Watt.
Okay.
hmm I think he is leading sacks right now with Aiden being out.
Is he? I thought he's not at first. He might be. I thought he's like top 5. Then.
That may have been through week 7.
Mm.
I don't know
Not
what.
really.
I know he got 1 sack last night for sure.
Yep, got a strip fumble. Yep.
So,
And recovered it himself, which
He
is pretty
did.
hard.
Yes, it is.
but I mean, the Steelers' defense is just so fucking good, and it's not just T.J. Watt carrying them at all. It's their whole defense is just insane. So good for Russell.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
pal.
Yeah.
Matt, who
Okay,
you
I
going
like
with?
it. I'm gonna go with the sneaky pick. I hope Xavier McKinney from the Packers. He leads the NFL in interceptions. He at one point he had a pick in 5 straight games, which is an NFL record. The Packers defense have forced the most turnovers in the NFL up to week 8. We just finished that, and I think he's a large part why he was with the Packers last season, and they essentially took him from the Giants. I think it's a real sneaky move that they did not get enough credit for at the time, but it seems like it's paying dividend. And I think he's the highest paid safety. If not, he's definitely up there top 3.
That's a good
and it's
pick. I
proving-
like that.
Thank you.
Good
I did some research this morning while at work.
Jakey boy.
Yeah, I kind of was in the same boat as Dakota's. Like Aiden Hutchinson would obviously have it. He had 7.5 sacks through 5 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, really. 4.
And I was looking at some players like Dexter Lawrence has the stats, but
Yep.
he's on the Giants also. And I think this might be kind of like maybe a biased sneaky pick. I could be convinced to pick somebody else. This guy doesn't have the stats line, but I feel like I have to give it to the best defense in the league. And who's the crux of that best defense in the league? It's Chris Jones. The
Oh.
Chiefs
yeah.
or the Chiefs defense do not allow running yards. They
Yeah.
don't. If you go look, no teams can run on them. And it starts with that defensive line and Chris Jones.
That's a good.
He doesn't
pick.
have the stats. He doesn't have the box score, but they're forcing teams to throw the ball, which is Lamar is not that good at, and other teams not that good at. And he doesn't have the stats, but he is, with how Mahomes is playing right now, he is probably carrying this fucking Chiefs
Sure.
team right now. Just he doesn't have the stats for it again, but they're undefeated for a reason, and it's because they're
Yeah.
forcing players to throw the ball.
So the only thing is, unfortunately, like a lot of NFL awards, and they are stat based. Whether that's
Oh
true
yeah,
or
I'm not predicting who is going to be the
Yeah,
MVP.
yeah.
This is just my personal defensive player of the year.
I like the pick though. I really do. That's good. I was not expecting you to say that. That threw me off.
So for me, I was kind of in the same boat as Dakota with TJ Watt. The Pittsburgh Steelers are all just fucking beat your ass with some defense. And
Yeah.
basically everything that you just said about Chris Jones, I would say the same for with TJ Watt. That's
Yeah.
basically it. And his stats are just a little better.
Yeah.
So I didn't really
Well-
know who it was between T.J. Watt and Dexter Lawrence, but the
Yep.
Pittsburgh Steelers are better. So I'll go with T.J. Watt.
And
And
also, you know what? While we're on this Steelers defense, I kind of want to give it to Danny Dimes real quick because honestly, I mean, they didn't score. Like, I watched, I think, the first half, maybe the halfway through the third quarter, then I stopped watching. It was a boring fucking game, but Daniel Jones was getting the fucking ball out fast and pretty accurate. Like, he knew what was going to happen, and he was playing around it. Now, did he
Daniel
lose?
Jones
Yeah.
will have plays of good flashes
Yes, he
of
will.
good plays.
Yep.
But I mean, like he didn't get sacked until the third quarter, and it happened back to back. First being TJ, and then I think the second, I don't remember who it was, some other fucker.
Ty Smith. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I was at the halftime. I was like, man, there's a chance I cover. So
Good
So-
job, Danny.
The other thing I could see them doing, giving to TJ Watt, is because TJ Watt has been robbed before of that honor, and so this could be the way of them finally giving to him. You know, it's not his best statistical season he's ever had. Still very, very good, just to his standards. And the other thing I could see is because he's the fastest person to 100 career sacks, based off games
Ah.
played. So I could see them doing it as like a legacy year for him.
I can see that.
And our midseason rookie of the year. I have a feeling we're all kind of leaning the same way on this one, but
yeah, probably on this one. Yeah.
Dakota, how you feeling? Who's your rookie of the year?
I'm guessing everyone's going Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I am. I think we all are.
I have nothing to add to anyone.
Who wants to give him some praise though? Matt, you gotta have any praise for him?
Yeah, way more accurate than I thought. I thought he was only accurate because he was in the LSU spread air raid offense. I thought that's why he was over 70% in college. I was like, okay, well, it's LSU. They have the best receivers. It's spread offense. Nobody really plays defense. That's not going to continue. He is so smooth with the ball. He's conservative with it. He doesn't just give the ball to the other team, which you don't really see from rookies like ever. That's not the case.
I spelled Daniels
And
wrong.
I'm a big fan of completion percentage and efficiency, and he is exactly that. Especially when we have AR, who's on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. It's really nice to see someone take the smart plays consistently. And he runs. He'll take hits and avoid them at the same time. He's so silky smooth.
He threw a Hail Mary yesterday with broken ribs, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And AR would be out for the
the
whole
guy
year.
looks like he's been playing forever.
Yes.
I thought he was going to be good coming in. I was like, okay, he'll be on the Commanders. Like he'll look good, but probably not have a good rep. No, it doesn't. I mean, he's got Cliff Kings. He's reviving Cliff Kingsbury's career, or
Yes.
they're working with each other. It's a symbiotic relationship there. But like, holy fuck, this might be the best rookie I've ever seen.
Yeah. And we just
He's
had
that
Stroud.
good.
Stroud
Yeah.
last year
Yes.
was like, oh my god, this is the greatest rookie season of all
Yeah,
time.
and he looks better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
On the Commanders, you're throwing to Scary Terry. That's your guy.
Yeah.
Like that's your number one. Like
Yeah.
what the
Who's
fuck?
not Nico. And we would also, I think we'd all agree Nico is better than Scary Terry.
Scary Terry, yeah.
Yeah.
But holy fuck, man! When that ball's in his hands, it could be a touchdown. Any fucking, it's insane.
Yeah.
He's
And
playing.
I like how
fast.
his build is so similar, eerie, scary, similar to Lamar Jackson. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
blindfold test, they play very, very similar. You don't have this big, bulky quarterback like C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, even Mahomes to an extent. But I like that he's his own person. So big fan. It's really impressive to watch.
Oh yeah. People throwing him even in the MVP race.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it. Like he's playing great, but like, wouldn't that be fucking crazy if a rookie won MVP?
And it's not an easy division. I mean, I know we shit on the Cowboys and the Giants. It's still not an easy division,
And
right?
Eagles.
I mean, Eagles are a good team. You just gave them your props last two
Oh, man,
things.
the running
ago.
back's good.
Oh, okay.
All right, the coach of the year.
Ooh, this is good.
This is
Dakota.
interesting. I'm kind of interested in what
Yep.
people have.
I am too.
Who's your
So
coach?
this
of
is
the year, Dakota?
this is the one I think I struggled the most on, and I don't really like I don't know a lot about coaches.
Sure.
I don't know what a good coach really is. So I'm gonna just go with an easy pick for myself, and I'm gonna go with Andy Reid. And the reason, and I'm not just picking Andy Reid because he's the Chiefs head coach. I'm also picking it because they are 7-0 right now, with most of their weapons being out.
Yeah.
So he is able to be like, hey, Rice is out. What are we gonna do?
And Mahomes playing bad.
Mahomes isn't playing the greatest. What do we have to do to win games? And he seems to be showing that.
And Kelsey, he's not injured, but he's basically been a no-show all season.
Yeah.
Kelsey's just like he's lost in Taylor Swift songs. Like she's a fucking, what is it, a siren to him? Like he's confused or something. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Travis Kelsey. I know he's old. He's like 35 now or some shit. Like,
I'd say 33.
Still though, that's pretty old. But it seemed like he did better last time, or against the Raiders. He was starting to do some stuff. But I mean, Andy Reid's he's working with what he has, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, that's a fair pick. I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
You get
I was
any
like,
dings.
I like it though. I like the analysis. That kind of convinced me. Not that I'm gonna pick him,
Kelsey
but
is 35.
oh wow, okay, there's 33.
Old as fuck.
Matt, Jake, who wants to go next? I can go next if you guys want.
I kind of want to hear Jake's selection first.
I feel like I can go next. I don't want to steal Ryan's thunder because I think me and him might be on the same page here.
Okay, I'll go next then, just in
Okay.
case. So, I was torn. I was thinking about this on my drive home from work.
Nice.
I was torn between Andy Reid, mainly because of the undefeated thing, and
Sure.
it's just like, if they go undefeated, obviously he's gonna get coach of the year.
Yeah.
Like how do you not if you win every
Right.
game? Even if they end up going like 15-2, 14-3, I think they or he'll most likely get it with a record like that. But I've decided to go with Mike Tomlin.
Wow.
I'm going with Mike Tomlin because Russ went down with the hamstring or calf injury, whatever it was,
Calf.
and he had to start Justin Fields after he had already named, like, the week prior,
Yeah.
Russ is the starter. And the way he was able to coach Fields to, like, be like, hey, don't fuck around and do something stupid. Just go out there. Who cares if you pass for 150 yards? If you can push the ball, if you can dink and dunk, if you can throw a 30-yard pass here and there, like, not even like here and there. If you can do it once a game, if you can use your legs and run in for 2 touchdowns a game, and that's what we need to do to get wins, cool. That's fine. That's all we need. We don't care about the stats. We just need wins. And he was able to use Justin Fields for 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it was to do that. Then when Russ was healthy, everybody was like, don't take Fields out. Don't take Fields out. Don't take him out. Don't start Russ. And Mike Tomlin was like, no, Russ, get your ass in there. And Russ goes in these past he's played 2 games now, right? Last night was the second game.
Yep.
Yeah. And Russ goes out there, and he's lighting bitches up out there. He is lighting defenses up. So I know they have 2 losses. I don't remember who they lost to.
Yeah.
But the fact that Mike Tomlin was like, no, like, hey, I've seen it in practice. I've seen it in the film room. I've seen all this other stuff. Yeah, Justin Fields got us wins. But I know Russ, for now, is the better quarterback, and it's his job to lose. And until we start seeing bad shit, he's going to be the guy for now. So I think he has impeccable judgment when it came to that stuff. And then, after he put Russ in, and he's been lighting these defenses on fire, everybody in the media came out and were like, fuck, I don't know why I doubted Tomlin. I shouldn't have doubted him.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Mike Tomlin for my midseason coach of the year.
Real quick, I just want to add on to that. He had a legendary quote after the first game with Russ Wilson. He goes, and that's why I'm well compensated.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What a
Mike-
legendary quote.
Mic drop.
I have nothing else to add, but yep, Mike Tomlin. I thought Ryan would pick him as well. I was thinking Andy Reid, obviously, for going undefeated with a fucking shit bucket of a team. MCDC for starting
Yep.
pretty fucking hot.
Yep.
Got the Lions to number 1 power ranking, leading NFC and NFC North. I was thinking Matt LaFleur for playing
Yep.
around, Jordan
Yep.
Love's interceptions
Oh
and
yeah,
injuries.
that's a good one.
Yep.
Going 2-0 with Malik Willis, like what the fuck?
3-0.
But
3-0.
3-0. Oh yeah, because he was playing yesterday
Yep.
or the last game.
Yep.
But I have nothing to add with Mike Tomlin to be able to be like, oh, we're winning a game with Justin Fields. Cool, you're benched. Like
Yeah.
that takes. Imagine what the narrative would be right now if they're 0-2 with
Oh, yeah.
Russell Wilson. They'd be calling for his job.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
So, Mike Tomlin, nothing else to add. He's fantastic coach. Being able to
That's
go 4-2 with Justin
crazy.
Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Jake to say that. I really thought he was going to say MCDC, and I wouldn't even push back on that. So
I was
props
thinking
off to-
MCDC. It's just their team is so fucking good.
Sure.
It's like,
yeah.
okay,
But
come on.
just because you have a good talent, you still got to control it, and you got to be the one
True,
designing.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a culture setter, and he has literally built that team himself
And
with him and Brad
remember,
Holmes.
he's the one that wanted Jared Goff. He pushed the trade
Yeah.
for Jared Goff. So
Yeah.
he does not get enough credit for that, in my opinion, to the national media that he wanted Jared Goff and no one else did.
Yeah,
Gotta give MCDC love on our podcast here. Mine. So I was gonna pick Matt LaFleur for winning handily with Malik Willis. That's so impressive. Like fuck. Mine seems a little biased, but a little justification. I'm actually gonna go Kevin O'Connell.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's a little sneaky one.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't even thinking about him.
So in the offseason and preseason, everyone heralded J.J. McCarthy as the undisputed starter of the Minnesota Vikings. And then at the drop of a pin, J.J. unfortunately tears his meniscus. They initially thought, oh, hey, we just need to do a little cleanup. He'll be ready for the start of the season. 2 days later, they say he's out for the year. Just like that.
Mm.
Whole season, everyone thinking, oh, Vikings are dead. Like, yeah, they got weapons, but Sam Darnold is your quarterback. And we know Sam Darnold when he was with the fucking Panthers and the Jets, and he looked like shit. He did not look like the number 1 overall pick, a first-round pick. He didn't look like he was supposed to be drafted with those 2 organizations. But now with the Vikings, 5-2, arguably you could say they should have been 6-1, but even just 5-2 is way better. 5-0 to start the season is way better than anyone else could have imagined. You could not convince me otherwise that was going to be the case.
Well,
That
yeah,
team
the whole
was-
thing was the NFC North looks good. It'll be the Lions, Packers,
Yes.
Bears, and the Vikings are in the trash. And I thought that
Exactly.
myself too.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't think the Vikings had a chance.
I literally
And
told
he's-
my friend at work, like, hey, man, I know your fantasy draft's coming up. I wouldn't draft Justin Jefferson. Sam
Yes.
Darnold's the
Right.
starter.
And he's proving everyone wrong. That is such a good system. They throw and run the ball almost at a 50-50 split. And yeah,
Yep.
they got Aaron Jones in the offseason because they didn't keep Dalvin Cook. Commend the GM for that one. That I just really do like what I'm seeing.
And their defense is crashed.
Yes, and I know I think we said last year, Kevin O'Connell had a chance to win it last year. Same with MCDC, and they gave it to Stefanski because he went through 4 quarterbacks, which is obviously so impressive to do and make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so I'm cool with my Tomlin pick. I have nothing against it. I just think because the expectation with the Vikings supposed to finish last, you could say the same thing for the Steelers. I'm sure you could hear, tough division, Ravens, Bengals. I just think Sam Darnold of all people, he resurrected his career. That is not easy.
Yeah.
I think it's the exact same thing with the Baker Mayfield situation. Very, very similar. You put a quarterback with a new system, right coach, who knows how to talk to them, who knows you get the most out of them. That is so hard to do. And I think Andy Reid did the same thing with Alex Smith. Yeah, Alex Smith was still good
Yeah.
with the 49ers, but his career was much better with the Chiefs than it was with the Niners. And we credit Andy Reid. So I think we should do the same thing we did for Baker as we're doing now with Kevin O'Connell. Because remember, people
Yep.
thought Kevin O'Connell were like, oh, this is a pass. This year just shouldn't count for him, because it's going to be a bad year. And he's proven, nah, I can win with this dude.
We might be having that same conversation with Russ here in a few weeks as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other person I would say I don't like it as much, but if you really want to do real sneaky, potentially Sean Payton. Potentially.
Mm,
I
Depending
can
on how
see
they
that.
finish.
That's
yeah,
a sneaky pick.
I could see that one
Yep.
too. Yeah.
And I wouldn't even be against it because how much that team has really changed around in one off season.
Yeah. And with a rookie QB.
Yes, and the fact that their rookie QB has a balls to yell in the coach's face. Wilson
Right.
unfortunately did not have the balls to do that. Like, and this is not okay when Sean Payton would viscerize Russell Wilson on live TV during the Chargers game last year because his 4th and goal and it was a bad play by Russell. They turned it over on downs and he just laid it into him on national TV in front of everyone. That wasn't okay, but Russell Wilson, to his credit, just took it. This year, Bo Nix says, "No, motherfucker, my play call is better than yours." Like
Yeah.
that is, and to take it and and not take it personally, but okay, hey, that was a better play call for the team in this exact moment, and they got the touchdown, and that was cool to see.
Yeah. And he probably respects that too. Like,
Yes,
get
exactly.
like, hey, I want to see, that kind of fire and feedback. Like,
Yes.
get fucking argue with me, type of shit.
Mhm.
Not like argue, like you know what I mean, like competitive.
Yeah, not
argue.
be combative about it.
Yeah, competitive arguments or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, mid-season awards.
I like it. That's good. That's real exciting actually. They
Congrats to the mid-season winners. All right, now it's time for the put on your big boy pants.
I don't want to pick this game.
It is week 9 of Cox and
Jets.
Stocks, and it
What
is-
the fuck, dude?
Nico and Biggs are out. That's why Nico and Biggs are
Okay.
out.
Dude, I don't know if that matters.
Please zoom this spread in a little. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. Just so it's a little bigger on the right side. Oh, that's
The
nice. I like that.
Titans are minus 3.5.
I like that. Hey,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of
Yeah, let's
ourselves.
not get ahead of ourselves. We got to start with Thursday night football here, guys. All right.
Spoiler alert.
The Texans at the Jets minus 1.5 points for the Jets. I'll start. Give me the Texans.
Whoa! Whoa!
Who's next?
The
Who wants
Jets,
to,
the
who wants to pick
Aaron
next?
Rodgers Jets.
You know what? I'll go next.
So-
Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh.
What the hell? What's happening?
Okay, I'll go next. Give me the Texans.
Wow! Jeez Louise! All right. Oh, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah,
Give us your pick.
Give me the Texans, obviously, but the Jets are on a 4-game losing streak. Is like,
Yeah.
does something happen? Like,
Yeah,
what's
Fire the
supposed to
interim
happen if
head
they just
coach.
don't win? Like,
Fire the GM, fire the interim, fire the DC, fire the
Yeah.
OC.
yeah, but like,
What's that
do
gonna-
you or do
what
you just
if-
like make you just make season changes in the off season? It's just this season's a wash. Like Aaron Rodgers, is he coming back? Do you draft a court like?
You definitely
Dude,
dropped
what-
a quarterback.
What do you? When's the trade deadline? Like, cause real.
Like November
2 weeks.
or something,
2 weeks.
5th? I
November
think?
9th.
2
Or
weeks.
5th. I thought it was the 9th.
So imagine like
Something like that.
Imagine if you fire the GM 2 weeks before the trade deadline. Like, and now your interim GM, you're gonna ask him to be like, "Hey man, can you go find someone?"
Well,
I
at
just
that
got
point, though,
here.
it's the
November
fire
5th.
sale.
November 5th.
Okay, you got it right now.
It is
Oh.
voting
That-
day.
A week
Yeah,
from today.
At that point, though, it's a fire sale, Ryan. You just fuck it. The season's over. Got to start getting some draft capital.
Just trade everybody. Get rid of everybody. Yeah,
like
man.
with actual value. Yeah.
Like, who
Right.
do you get rid of though? Because everyone you have on your team is people that A-Rod has brought over. Like, who the
Yeah.
fuck do you get rid
Well,
of? Some
yeah.
stupid ass offensive
you-
lineman that doesn't even matter.
You have to keep obviously Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. Those are
He's
your
playing like shit this year.
Garrett Wilson.
No Sauce.
Oh yeah, Sauce is. Yeah, he definitely is. But he's still a building block for your organization. That sends a tough message if you get rid of your essentially number 1 overall pick. I know he picked 3rd, but essentially number 1 overall pick. That's a bad look when he's.
Who do
actually
you
has
go out and get a
to.
number 3 wide receiver? You know, like I don't know if there's any fix in that team.
They don't need receivers though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck do you just go out and just your whole fucking draft is just offensive linemen? Like, is that like?
It
They
seems
need it.
to be
They need
one of the
defense,
weakest
too.
parts on their
Yeah.
team is their offensive line.
Don't get me wrong. Aaron Rodgers is not playing well at all. Like it's so bad.
I'll tell you what, they need a new kicker.
Yeah, that's another thing. They had the least accurate kicker this year, and they still
Yeah.
keep trotting him out there. Dude sucks ass.
Get me in.
You can't tell
Jets,
me
call
this
me
guy's
up right
crazy.
now. Jets, call my ass up right now. If you're watching this, hey, I'll learn. I'll do whatever it fucking takes.
Oh, man.
Like, what if the Texans blow you out with half their roster on prime time?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
lost
bad luck.
Diggs. They lost
Yep.
Stephon Diggs. He tore his ACL. He's out for the year.
Yep.
Nico Collins is still on IR. And seemingly the Texans are a very iffy team. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you, like, is the Jets haven't done anything to be like, oh, yeah, I feel confident about taking them.
Like, I could definitely, like, coming back and be like, oh, yeah, Dakota, congrats on the sneaky pick. But, like, I'm not risking my fucking, I'm not risking the game on that. If Dakota gets
Well,
a
not
sneaky
the-
pick off that,
Vic, they
more
beat,
power to
Vic
you.
may beat them.
No, dude, Jacoby Brissett beat
Jacoby
them.
Brissett.
Oh yeah. Yes.
It was
That makes
Jacoby
it even worse.
Brissett. Yeah, who thought with 2 minutes left in the game, Jacoby Brissett gonna march down the field and fucking win?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? After
Man, it was a
after
good
just being
drive.
called shit by your own coach the week prior.
Yeah.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 9, and 3rd and 10. They all converted in that last drive. That is incredible.
It's
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
incredible
betting on
and
the
also
fucking
so
Jets.
bad for the Jets defense.
Well,
Like,
right. That's the point. That's what we're getting at.
I'm putting the Jets on my shit list until
Yeah.
proven otherwise. This game won't. I mean, unless this game's just a fucking blowout. But
I don't even care
I
if it's a
don't see
blowout and the
that.
Jets just have a
Yeah.
fluke game. I'm still.
I think this
I
is
gotta
just
prove
gonna be
it
a
to-
fluke game.
Well, to be fair, that's what last week was supposed to be for the Jets.
Yes.
yeah,
That was
That
supposed
was
to
a
be, that was their
get-right game.
-7 game where
Yes.
Devontae was supposed to go off.
Yes.
That's rough. Should
yeah.
have retired, bro.
Well, the next game, the
God.
Jacoby
Jeez.
Brissett's at the Will Levis's or
Nope,
Mason
Mason
Rudolph's. Patriots at Titans -3.5 for the Titans.
I don't know who to pick.
I'll take the underdog, I guess. I don't know. Like Mason Rudolph
I'll take
played
it.
like okay for a quarter in the Detroit Lions game, but
Yeah.
Can I just take the
give
under
me the
in the game?
underdog in this.
Can I just take the under?
Yeah, what's the over under? 37.5. I would slam that under. Holy fuck.
Yes.
So you want the underdog? You want the Patriots?
Give me the Patriots, I guess, coming off a fucking hot win
Yeah.
against the Titans, who just got embarrassed.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a low scoring game, so just give me the underdog. Like fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tail Jake on this one. I don't like the Titans. They're tits for a reason. I hope Will Levis starts because he's just gonna do some other dumbass play anyway. Like at
If the
least with
line was like
Jacoby-
-1.5, I'd probably take the Titans with Mason Rudolph, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And at least with Jacoby Brissett, he's consistent enough where he's not gonna lose you the game per se. He may not win it, but he's not just gonna throw 2 to 3 interceptions or a
Just
terrible
give me
fumble.
the cover, bro.
How-
Give me the
Yeah.
cover.
how long is Drake May out?
Probably a game.
Yeah, it's concussion, so at least a
Concussion.
Oh,
game.
concussion. Oof. Dakota, who do you want?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots here too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a game to think about.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's just all be on the same team and then fucking go to the
yeah,
next one.
yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? What 7?
Dude, give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers.
Dakota
the
wants
Panthers
the
here.
Panthers. +7 for the Panthers. Hosting
Wait,
the
wait,
Saints.
wait. It has to be like this because Derek Carr started, right?
Derek Carr's out.
How? How is it -7?
The Panthers are
actually
just
out?
that bad.
That's what I
It's the-
saw. I'll check
it's-
again.
It's the Saints' turn to beat up on the Panthers. But can they do it by a
Yeah,
eight-
but
I don't
-7?
think they'll do it by a touchdown.
So this is
Well,
the
that's
first
what
time
I'm
he's actually,
wondering.
this is the first time he's actually questionable. So maybe he actually will play. This is the first time he's questionable. in
If
that
Derek
game.
Carr comes back, I'll switch to the Saints.
is Bryce
Even though
Young
I don't
playing?
like Derek Carr.
Is Bryce Young playing?
Bryce Young
Probably
I don't-
not. He played last week just because they were getting their asses smoked.
Yeah, Andy Dalton is questionable.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Or
about
he,
the car wreck.
he played because
He has a thumb
Andy
injury.
Dalton
He has a
was
thumb
out.
injury.
Give me the Panthers tentative of Derek Carr status.
Yeah, I'm gonna tail you
Yeah,
guys.
same.
Division game also, by the way.
Yep.
All right, here's a game. Big spread too.
Finally.
Broncos.
Now
at,
what?
Broncos at the Ravens -9.5 for the Ravens. Matt,
What?
you seem surprised by this spread.
Give me the Broncos.
Oh, look at this
I'm
guy.
picking the Broncos too. I'm
That is
telling
so
Matt.
Wow.
much. Broncos have a good defense. And like they just gotta keep it within 10. What? I mean, and Ravens defense is shoddy at best.
Their
Just
pass
I think they
defense
can
is
get.
horrible.
I think they can get got, and I like what I see from Bo Nix. This might change, but right now I really do like the Broncos to cover.
Tough one, man. Every time I've not bet on the Broncos, they've covered, and then like it's like the opposite. It's-
All right, pick the Ravens.
Oh,
I don't know who to pick.
Ravens coming off a loss, home game. Need to get right.
Oh, I don't think the Broncos will win this, but I think they will.
No.
Cover it.
I'm
yeah.
just thinking about like they're probably pissed they lost to Jameis Winston. And just want to destroy somebody at home.
I just don't know the Broncos defense can be destroyed like that though. They play
I just
good
don't.
football.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The only thing I can
I'll
think
keep
of
it. I'll keep it spicy here. Give me the
Nice.
Ravens.
Nice.
I don't feel good about it at all. I'm just doing it to keep it spicy. I might change
like
this
it.
pick.
I'm leaning towards the Ravens, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos for now.
Aw.
But I'm gonna need to sleep on it. I will most
Yeah,
likely.
this is a sleep-on game.
I need to think about this one more, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos for now. Need to do some more in-depth research here, because the Ravens defense can be a little shoddy, but at the same time, Derrick Henry will run for like 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then you look back at it and it's like, oh, okay, why? That made no
Right.
sense why I took the
Sure.
Broncos there.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Derrick Henry did that against the Bucks defense, who is bad, and they only lost by 10.
Well, that's a cover at -9.5.
No, it is right. I'm just saying.
And in
like, we
that
thought that was
game,
gonna be a
also don't forget they were up 41-10 or whatever. So
They were, but hey, they let it back in.
Whoa. Wait, are you saying there's such thing as garbage time?
See, thank you.
Next game, Raiders at Bengals, -7.5 for the Bengals. Jake, how do you feel about your dad's Bengals here? These Raiders, hey, they
I
lost,
don't
but
know,
they got a
man.
big cover,
Yeah.
and the Bengals
I
just
really
got their
don't
fucking asses
know.
whipped.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Joe Burrow, dude.
And that was a home game for the Bengals last week too, right? Or were they in Philly?
I
thought they were in Philly.
I don't know.
I honestly don't even know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that
Give me
was
the
a home
fucking
game. Oh yeah, because
Bengals,
it was a
I
whiteout
guess.
game.
Oh, yeah.
The Bengals.
Just give me the Bengals. I don't know. Sure, like, congratulations, Raiders. You had a backdoor cover touchdown against the Chiefs, who
Yeah.
weren't
I'm gonna
playing
tell Jake
for
all
a
the
fucking
way.
quarter.
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow do a still good. Still look like a legit combo. Hopefully Higgins is back this week. I still don't trust the Raiders or Gardner Minshew in that team at all.
Yeah.
But I will say Brock Bowers looks good, and
Yep.
I do like Brock Bowers a lot. He's proven to be the best tight end in football right now as a rookie. Very impressive.
You
He's
want the
expected to go over 1,000 yards, which he'd be only the third rookie tight end ever to surpass 1,000 yards in his rookie season.
Bengals, Matt?
Bengal Bongles.
Dakota, Joe Burrow, fantasy, you mentioned putting him in. That's kind of making me lean towards the Raiders, but how are you feeling about this game?
I want to pick the Raiders, but I think I don't know, because my thing is, again, Jake said that the Raiders only covered that last minute touchdown.
Yep, that's true.
And I think right now the Bengals just look overall better than the Chiefs. And
Whoa.
Oh.
At least when it comes to passing.
That's fair.
But 7.5 is a lot. I think I want to pick the Raiders because Matt and Jake are picking the Bengals
Ooh.
also.
Yeah, good call.
But I don't know. Who are you picking, Ryan? This may decide me.
Well, I was leaning toward the Raiders because you're going to start Joe Burrow, but this is one that if I took the Raiders and Matt and Jake were on the Bengals, I'd feel like an idiot. So I'm going to take the Bengals because it's a tight race in Cox and Stocks, and this is not one I want to lose a game on.
I think
I
I
thought
need
so
to
too.
switch to the Bengals as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I just don't know if, like, because Joe Burrow, I mean, if T. Higgins is out still, at least he still has Chase, and I think that'll be enough of a difference to, like, at least get it downfield, maybe get a field goal to, like, be up by 10, and I think that'll be enough.
And I'm just gonna be honest. This has to be a get right game for the Bengals. If they have any shot at the playoffs, they have to win this game handily.
I don't think
Sure.
there's going to be any issue winning here for the
No,
Bengals.
I just mean for momentum. That goes
Yeah.
a long way. If they squeak by the Raiders, their season's over.
Yep.
That has such an effect on how you win.
They got
That
a tough
matters.
schedule coming up too. This
Yes.
last 4 games have been. You have to hit a minimum of 3 and 4, and
Yeah.
this will be their 4th game. They lost yesterday or last week to the Eagles, so they got to get this win. Obviously.
Yep.
Got to get.
And at halftime, there was a tied game, and then they shit the bed.
Yep.
Here we go. Two
Bye.
of your favorite quarterbacks, Jake. Justin
no
Herbert
way.
flying to Cleveland to take on
Wow.
Jameis Winston. Chargers at Browns. Plus
Yeah, I had
1.5
this one.
points for the Browns. Which quarterback are you taking, pal?
Yeah, I know.
Eat the W.
Give me the Winstons.
Ah.
He's eating W's. Hell yeah! Hey, he got lucky last week. He should have had probably 3 picks.
Yeah.
But I mean, he threw for over 300 yards and had a great completion rating. So I mean, they're hot. Jameson Winston, everyone knows he's stupid. Everyone knows that he's fucking interception prone. But you'll fight and die for that dude. So give me the fucking Browns that have a fucking competitive football game here. They beat the Ravens are way better than the Chargers,
Yeah.
and they beat them
Yeah.
fucking.
And they were healthy. They were healthy.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell
Wow.
Jake all the way. He's
Wow.
gonna show. This is the game
Whoa.
where his quote is, might be the one of the game where you just gotta pull it out to show that yours is bigger type deal. This might be the case. Him versus Herbert. Who knows whose is bigger? I don't want to speculate. But also his quote right before they started the game, he was still locked in. Yep, the Lord blessed me today. Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about play for the names on your or play for what's on your helmet? He's like, oh wait, we don't have any decals. Fuck.
Yeah. It's
So stupid.
I love Jameis Winston. I love that he loves the Lord. I like the Brown. And again, he threw the ball downfield to a person named Cedric Tillman. Who the fuck is that? Like, what? And, this is the 3rd game for Nick Chubb, so he should be healthier. Should be a little more fresh. I like it. Hey, just gotta keep it close.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. Give me Justin
Yeah.
Herbert and the Chargers. Give them to me.
Oh yeah.
Give them to me. They are not letting me down when it comes to these covers. I'm going with the Chargers on the road.
Well, they did actually versus Arizona. They did not cover versus Arizona.
All right, that's one game. Give me the Chargers once again. Hey, look down here and go back and look through the sheets if you want. The Chargers have covered 6 of the 7 games they've
Dang.
played.
That's what they
Brown-
average out.
Browns have only covered 3 times. Dakota, how do you feel about the Chargers or the Browns here?
I think I'm going to tell you, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
The Chargers does have a better overall defense than the Browns.
Better
But
quarterback.
you like Myles Garrett.
I do like Miles
Be
Garrett.
a lion.
That'd be insane if he becomes a Lion, dude.
Dude, that'd be scary.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with the Chargers here.
Hell yeah. Hey, they got one of the top 1 quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion. All right, division game here. The Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Minus 6.5 points for the Bills. Jake, big Josh Allen fan
Yep.
here.
Uh-huh.
He put an ass whipping on my Seahawks last week. And now Tua's going to fly all the way up to Buffalo where it's nice and cold. He can freeze his brain into place a little bit. Maybe he doesn't get concussed in this game. How do you feel about Josh Allen in a semi-big spread here, minus 6.5 points?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I was comfortable with, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's probably because the Bills are playing great,
Yeah.
and the Dolphins, even with Tua, did not look that hot.
Yep.
Hey, he was doing some no-look backwards, very Mahomesian throws out there.
I mean,
It was a
good for
volleyball ball out of
him.
bounds for a safety.
I'll take the Bills here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Give me the Bills. Coming to us, so cool. You did a fucking behind the back pass. You lost to Kyler Murray. Like,
Yep.
go. Good job.
And I'm just gonna be honest, I'm doing the Bills all the way. That defense is legit when they want to be. He's so efficient. Josh Allen is. It's stupid how efficient he is. Which is crazy. They're playing better when he doesn't have to be Superman. I know we like the Superman acts. They're fun to watch, obviously. When he puts a cape on and said, I'm gonna carry this team. But shoes like this here, he doesn't have to. I'm just a big fan of that. And I know they were, -3 at Seattle, and they won handily. And that's not an easy place to play in a weather game. What they did, and I don't trust Tua. Plus, Tua has never beat the Bills, so I expect this to continue. I know it's not a win or loss, but that goes a long way.
Hey, also, too, you got to imagine in Buffalo, when Miami has to play in a cold weather, not very good. And it's probably going to be cold in Buffalo at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. I was trying to get the weather up here in this matchup, but it's not
Let's see if I can find
working.
it. Let's see if I can find it.
I didn't feel like Googling Buffalo weather. I'm also taking the Bills here. Nothing much to add. Bills just look like a squad. And,
It's supposed to be 59 degrees.
yeah, give me the Bills.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're going to
Yep.
get smoked. Give me the Bills.
Yep.
Dakota?
I'm going with the Bills as well. They have a really good passing defense, and even with Tua being in, I don't think that matters.
Womp womp. Sorry, Dolphins. Womp womp. Here's a game. Maybe. Potentially. The Cowboys at the Atlanta Falcons. Dakota, I actually want to
I'll go.
start with you on this game. Oh, you want to go, Matt?
No. Dakota got
Oh.
it. You said Dakota.
I want to go with you, Dakota, because Dak Prescott was your MVP pick in our predictions. How do you feel about him still, or that pick that you made for him to be MVP? How do you feel about the Cowboys here going on the road to Atlanta?
You
And
should
you
have
should have
bandwagon
said
Jake a long time ago that Dak Prescott is overrated as fuck. Give me the
Try
Falcons.
telling them.
Oh,
Try telling them. Jake, who would you pick? Dak or Jared Goff? Jared Goff. You're so fucking stupid. Who would you pick?
This
Brock Purdy or
motherfucker.
Derek Prescott? Brock Purdy. You're so stupid. I had to hear that all last year, by the way.
This motherfucker has CeeDee Lamb,
Yep.
and he just sucks.
that's his
Yep.
only weapon.
All right, well, what did Purdy have last week?
Kittle, Debo, he had the backup running back.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I had to hear
I'm
all
going with the
last
Falcons.
year.
I think Kirk Cousins and the Falcons are a squad, and I don't think the Cowboys
They
are.
are a squad.
Oh, by the way, we forgot an award to do, guys. Just thinking about it.
What's that?
What?
Comeback Play of the Year award. We forgot to do that.
Oh,
I left that out because I don't know who has come back and who hasn't.
Okay, fair enough. Because Kirker would be eligible for that award. And it's only an award available for people who got injured last season.
All right,
Just-
give it to him.
Give me Kirk.
Yeah, Kirko. I'm going Falcons all the way. I think this is a no-brainer. When that offense is clicking, they are so dangerous. Falcons.
I had to hear all last year from Matt and Ryan
Nope. This is
How
where he
I
phrases it
thought-
differently.
how I thought, since I said Dak Prescott sucked, I was called retarded. Multiple times I was asked, would you choose Dak over this guy? And I would pretty much always choose this guy unless it was some fucking retarded thing like Zach Wilson. And now look,
Jake. Now a question
Dak
for you.
Prescott fucking sucks ass.
Now, Jake,
He's
question for you.
horrible. Yes.
Zach Wilson last year or Dak Prescott this year?
Honestly, no, I choose Dak Prescott. Let's not fucking. But I had to hear this shit, and now Dak Prescott's gonna get $60 million. No, he's not. He did. Dak Prescott sucks. No, he doesn't. He does. What? I mean, he's dog shit. I want an apology.
So we're just going off the sentences you just said, like with absolutely
Is that not
zero
what happened?
context?
Is that not what happened?
He played really well last year, though.
Yeah, it was a facade. It was obviously a facade. Anyone with 2 eyeballs could see that.
He was
What do you
second in
mean?
MVP voting.
You know, fucking, he did not deserve that.
He actually had a real good season.
True.
So,
Almost
so,
5,000
so all of
yards.
a sudden he just sucks ass, or I was just making that up.
I mean,
I
you
would
can
s-
fall off a cliff.
I would say all of a sudden they're
That hard.
missing. I would say all of a sudden they got rid of 2 of their starting offensive linemen that they one was cut, one was traded. The Cowboys
played
also got
forward.
rid of 4 of their starting linemen are hurt, so they're all backups. 2 of their 3 starting quarterbacks are injured, so they have
That's
a
true.
really beat up defense. And their only weapon on offense, besides if you want to call Prescott a weapon, is CeeDee Lamb. They don't have a run game. They can't stop the run. Seemingly their special teams is horrible. And last week Purdy ran for
Brandon
50
Aubrey's horrible.
he hasn't been, or wait, no, Brandon Aubrey has been good actually. He's my
Yeah, he's a
kicker.
kicker.
I take that
Yeah,
one
he's
back.
good.
I'm caught with a fam on that one. But when you have no run game and Brock Purdy runs for the same exact amount of rushing yards of 56 that your offense does, and you can't run the football and you can't stop the run, let's talk about your guy Shannon Sharp because you love him so much. He
I
said
love Shannon.
you have a recipe for disaster and to get your ass whipped if you can't stop the run and you can't run the football. And now,
That's true.
and now what they have to do is just put the ball in Dak's hands 45 times a game. And of course, like, he's gonna, if he's got to throw the ball 12 times every single drive, and then when he throws an interception or he has some completions, they're going, see, look. So maybe there's some
Or
contact.
he has a losing record.
Okay, well, I'm just
Hey,
giving
if
you
I pay a fucking
context.
quarterback $60 million, what do you expect him to do?
Okay, if I paid Bryce Young $60 million, what do you expect him to do?
I expect him to throw that motherfucker down the field
You
and
wouldn't
win some
quit-
games.
Okay, you wouldn't maybe look at the GM and be like, dude, why the fuck did you give Bryce Young $60 million?
Well, I mean, obviously I would do that first, but I'm like, okay. And I'd be like, okay, let me hand the ball off. And then the owner comes to my office the next day. Why did I pay the quarterback $60 million and you're handing the ball off?
See,
Sorry.
that's a fucking
Okay.
issue with the GM.
I'll have
And
Dak throw it. Okay, he was still not winning games.
He has one guy to throw to. Look, and I'm not excusing his bad play, but you have to understand the context around it. That's all I'm saying. He is playing bad. That's fine. But don't act like it's just him out there with CD and they're the only 2 players on the team.
I've seen him throw into like triple coverage and get like picks off of that this season, so he's pretty bad.
Okay, whatever. Give me the Falcons. Commanders
Sorry,
at...
I know you're a Cowboys fan. Sorry.
Oh, do you see... I'm just trying to find like a
Well, just because
Cowboy-
you were defending Mike McCarthy not getting fired, you're defending Dak because they get 12 wins every season. So I'm sorry, I
I'm
didn't mean
giving
to bring it
you
up.
context.
Good, don't want to. It's your team. Sorry, we can't talk about.
You
my
also
team.
said you would fire Mike Tomlin last year, and guess what? They're winning the division.
Hell yeah, I'd still fire his ass.
Oh my! You'd fire him right now?
Watch him. Watch after the wild card game when they lose.
Oh,
That's when I fire his ass.
Commanders at Giants. Enough of this. Oh wait, let's listen in.
Matt, you there, buddy?
I actually don't think he can hear you.
Hello?
Never mind.
Commanders at Giants division game plus 3.5 points for the Giants. I'm gonna assume that Jaden Daniels is gonna. I don't want to say all the way back healthy because it's a rib injury. I don't know anything about that, but
It takes 4 to 8 weeks minimum, at least, sometimes up to 12.
well, I think the Bears have a better defense than the Giants, and the Commanders won that game on a Hail Mary prayer. I don't think they will need that this week against the Giants. So I think this is a safe pick for me to say I'm going to take the Commies here on the road in New York. Give me the Commies minus 3.5 on the road.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm tailing all the way.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. I got like the vibe that Brian Dable was secretly happy that the Giants are just losing because he knows
doesn't
they'll
like
get rid of
Daniel
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And dude,
Should have paid Saquon.
you know he wanted Jaden Daniels so fucking bad, bro.
Oh,
and this is
yeah.
gonna be the game. This is gonna be the game too.
Yep. Should have paid Saquon and drafted Daniels.
Yep. That would be the Giants would actually be unironically a beast right now if that would happen.
They'd be a good. Yeah, but problem then they don't have Malik, so it's hard to say how well they'd be, but they'd be better.
Yeah, that's true. They would be
I
better.
mean,
for
Malik is a
sure.
legit receiver. He's legit number one.
Oh, Neighbors looks good, man.
Yeah.
He is. He's the only reason that team's
Oh yeah,
doing it.
Ryan, did your bet hit? Did your $60 win?
I did. I made some money. $60.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I should have doubled all the yards for everybody because they all blew that shit out of the water.
Yeah, I should have tailed you. I meant to tail you. I don't know why I did it.
Speaking of tails, how about these two ass teams? Even though they're kind of average. Bears
Yeah,
at Cardinals. Minus 1.5 points for the Cardinals.
I
Jake,
don't
you
know.
love these Cardinals, man. You love the Cardinals.
I made the mistake of not picking them last week, giving them this week.
Ooh.
Dang, I was kind of hoping everyone was going to go with the Bears.
Yeah, I'm doing Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray.
Fuck.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah, fuck no. I'm not taking the Bears. Give me the Cardinals.
Give me the Bears.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I like it. He has to do it. I like it. I fuck with it.
Yep. It's not bad. Dakota's
No.
a few games back. Maybe
Hey,
you.
pick-
Actually, if I was in your spot, Dakota, I think about picking the Cardinals and being opposite on this game coming up.
Yeah.
No, I'm going with the Eagles here.
Oh, the Jags at the
I
Eagles.
mean, I'm going
Yeah.
Eagles too.
Minus
It's no-
7.5.
I said it last week. Fly, motherfucker, fly. Let's go Eagles.
Eagles.
I mean,
Matt likes the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, and they won handily.
I know. Saquon
Yeah, I'm
didn't
kind
hit
of
the
hoping they
fucking
let
anytime.
Saquon fucking get the
They won't
ball
let
in his
him eat.
hands and get him in the fucking end zone. Well, it's probably Saquon also. He's like, hey, I just want to win. I don't give a shit about stats. It's probably
Which
what
is
he's
funny as
saying.
fuck.
Which I like Saquon for that.
Yeah, I did too.
But hey, brother, get a touchdown.
And I'm like, oh, remember, Christian Kirk is injured as well for the Jags. He's out.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Oh, yeah, give me the Eagles. Jags, I think, could be a sneaky pick here. Like, they kept it competitive with the Packers. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's,
with
it's
Malik
T-Law
Willis.
on a broken-ass team.
Yeah, and Malik Willis.
True.
Well, I was leaning toward the Jags till you guys said that, so now I'm going to go with the Eagles.
I just don't trust the Jags at all. Like,
All right, next game.
Rams.
Wait.
Rams.
Is the Rams this?
That's
wait, hold on. Is the
disrespectful.
spread? Is the spread this close? Because don't the Seahawks usually beat the Rams?
Yes.
Is-
Usually, let's look at, I think most recently it's been kind of even, but over the past 10 years, normally we've beat their asses. Why is none of this loading? I think they swept us last year.
Puka legit might go 100 for 150 yards in this game.
Okay, covers isn't working. I don't know why it's not fucking
You're good.
popping up.
Technical
Okay.
difficulties.
Rams, Seahawks record. Okay, Rams swept us last year, 17-16, 30-16. Then we beat them twice, and I know.
And they won 3 in a row.
So they're on a 2-game win streak against us.
Yeah.
Seahawks
give me the
are-
Rams, fuck it.
Yeah. I'm taking the Rams.
Ryan,
What?
It was this quiet. Ryan goes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. Look,
You and Ryan, or Matt and Ryan, you guys don't pick your teams to cover.
my team won't cover. Why would I pick them?
My team has a quarterback that completes.
Every time I
42%
pick the
of his
Seahawks this year to cover, it's shot me in the ass. So give me the Rams.
passes. Dude, ass. Not, people usually say their foot, not their ass.
I got shot straight up in the ass. The Seahawks fucking bent me over, shot me in the ass.
Yeah.
Not in the asshole, just the ass.
I said Rams, by the way. I didn't stutter. I don't think I
Okay.
did. I said Rams.
I just didn't hear you. I didn't accuse you of stuttering. Yeah, unfortunately, these Seahawks, they might be going on my shit list. I said they're on my shit list, but I think they're going on it. If they lose
Washington
this
just
game,
fucking-
if they get dog walked this game, which I expect to happen, they're going on my shit list. I don't know what the hell's going on. Fucking our defense is getting healthy, and Josh Allen and the Bills come out town, fly across the country, and it looked like they were beating up third graders and janitors out there. I don't know what the hell's going
Oh.
on. How the week before they beat the fuck out of the Falcons. It's like, oh, okay, they're kind of a squad. Yeah, the Bills are coming to town. They're a little bit of a better team. Let's see what happens. Oh, we lost by how many? Oh, like 30? Oh, okay. Wait, what's that? Or defensive linemen are fighting on the sideline with each other? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's that? Hold on. Gino snapped the ball and his own lineman stepped on his foot? Oh, okay. Yeah, give me the Seahawks or the Rams. Almost misspoke there and took my favorite team. Division game here. Lions. Oh, Jakey boy. Lions.
I'm assuming is he out? Do we know? I'm assuming that is based off the spread.
Lions at
Who?
Packers plus 3.5.
Love.
think-
Jordan
I
Love.
think that's
I thought
an
that- I thought the
appropriate
spread would
spread.
I would be like if he was for sure out, it'd be bigger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I'm checking.
I think with Jordan Love being in, that is a respectable spread. Jake, you want me to
He's
start Jordan Love?
questionable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's
I don't
day to
think
day
so.
with a groin strain. Am
Yeah,
I
Oh,
right?
he
I'm guessing
sprained his
that's
dick.
that spread is assuming he's playing. I'm guessing. Just yeah, give me the Lions. Obviously, they look fantastic. Division game though could be close. Would not. I would completely understand if you picked the Packers here. It's a division game at Lambeau.
I'm
Some
thinking
JMO news.
Lions.
JMO's obviously not playing this game.
Oh,
However, he got pulled over by the police.
yeah.
Oh.
He had a gun in his car that was
Makes sense.
like he didn't have a concealed weapons carry.
All right.
Boo.
He then proceeded to say, "I'm Jameson Williams. I play for the Lions," and then got released. So that's
wow.
cool.
All gun
Yeah.
laws are infringements. Just want to let you guys know that, any viewers at home.
That's our resident school shooting lover.
Okay, don't say that.
It's already been recorded.
Clip. Got that clipped.
Don't worry, Dakota. All 4 viewers are gonna post it all online, so
Yeah,
I'm sure you're gonna get
fuck, my
canceled.
career's over.
You're gonna get canceled any day
Uh,
now.
But yeah, give me the Lions. Oh, Jordan Love is fun to watch. He is very fun to watch.
I'm going with the Lions as well.
Ooh.
Oh, see, I would pick as you being behind. I would pick the Packers.
Yeah, I picked the
Dude,
Packers.
I don't know. Like 3.5 is just not a large spread.
It's a
You're
division
home.
game.
But
Yeah,
the Lions are
exactly.
just dominating.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
And I
going
know,
Lions
I know,
all the way.
like last week and the week before that was just like, okay, they're going against shit teams, but I don't know, man. Lions just look so good.
How did they play against each other last year, Jake? In the 2 games they
I don't remember, but I know in 2022 we beat them in the pseudo playoff game, week 18.
He was mentioning that
played? Okay,
game.
that's fine. We're talking about last year though.
I don't know how they fucking did each other. Probably 1-on-1 if I had to guess. I don't know. I don't even know how to look it up. I think we lost to them. Did we play them? We don't play them at Thanksgiving, right? I don't think so.
You no, you did. Packers beat you
Yeah.
at Detroit, but
Yeah,
you
because you guys
beat
were
them-
over for that game.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but
Think-
you
yeah, I remember that.
Detroit beat Green Bay at Lambeau last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm on the Lions. It's really hard to pick against that team. I think that's just the easiest way to say it. They're hot.
Yeah. I'm trying this week. This week is hard to find like a sneaky game to like go
Yeah.
against the grain here,
Yeah.
but this isn't one of them. I'm gonna take the Lions here, and
I think it is.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it more, but I feel pretty good with the Lions. Because this is one. I'm fine if we all lose together or win together. But if I'm the only one on the Packers, I'd look at it and be like, of course I should have taken the Lions. They won by,
Yep.
they won by
Yep.
20 or 14 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
The only thing I'm afraid of is it's a vision game. Fucking MCDC is
Damn,
gonna be
no.
hyped up as fucking ass. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I know what to do. Go for it on every 4th down and fucking, I'm a fake punt on my own 20.
Matt LaFleur on the other
Yes.
side, like, what the hell is that guy doing over there?
Right.
Dude, he probably does put Zins up his ass before games to make him that excited. I'm serious. He probably does.
Zinned up.
He's probably finger pops his asshole with a Zin.
Oh man, Matt, big.
Yeah, yeah,
Huge,
yeah. Let's get out of the way.
Huge. No, we're not
I'll be
getting
right
this
back.
one
I
out of
gotta
the way.
pee.
Huge Sunday night football game, Matt. Huge. Your Indianapolis Colts at your
Yo.
Minnesota Vikings. Minus 5.5 points. Wow, Matt.
Yeah.
The floor is
Ready-
yours. These are both of your teams. Give me the good, give me the bad, and give
Yeah,
me
of
the
course.
ugly for
Yep.
both sides.
Yep. Well, we'll start the good first. I'll talk about the spread and then I'll go into each team individually. I'll just get out of the way. Give the Vikings to cover 5.5.
Wow!
They had a pseudo bye playing Thursday night. They got fucked. We discussed previously. They know they got screwed over. They're gonna make a point to prove it to them. I think they were a little surprised that Puka played and that caught them off guard, and they had a difficult time adjusting to Puka. Um, Colts offense doesn't. I mean, they're good with Joe Flacco, but it's mama and papa style. They're not going to be able to run the ball with Joe Flacco. That's been proven. Just look at the games he's played. Way less rushing yards. Vikings defense is good. They have Stephon Gilmore. As we've already discussed, AR is out. Is being benched, rightfully so. Poor leadership,
Whoa, just let him
inaccuracies.
develop.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not ready to develop. That's the thing. It'd be one thing if he was making progress, but he's going the opposite direction. I know you're trying to be funny
Yeah, but
with
we
that.
told you that.
No,
Week
no.
3,
If he was
like week
if
2
he was
and
ma-
3.
if he was making progress, he'd be fine. He's going the opposite direction. And again, the poor leadership, laughing at the question, saying he's tired. Not a good situation. As we said off air, there's 52 other people and coaches fighting for their own jobs, their own paychecks. You can't let that go on. It's a bad look. Shane Steichen isn't helping him out obviously at all, calling 9 out of 11 the first plays deep balls, 15, 16 yards downfield. That's not AR style yet. JT only had like 5 or 6 carries by halftime. AR threw the table essentially pick six right before halftime when you don't need to be. 10-10 a half would be great. That's a win. It chose not to do that. It's a bad look right now in the whole organization. Michael Pittman Jr. has the worst separation of any receiver in the league per Pro Football Focus. I know he has a back injury, but even last year he's just not a fast receiver. He's very slow, just very possession like. But you still got to be able to get open in the league. And again, they have no one who can cover JJ. JJ's going to have a minimum of 120 yards. You can book it now. It's going to be a long day for the Colts. I wish this wasn't on prime time because the whole fucking game they're going to be highlighting. The camera's going to be on AR talking about him, talking about how he's was immature or tapped himself out. Yeah, I'm not ready for it. It's going to be annoying. That's the national media. We all know it. That's what the game is going to point to. I'll be curious to see if he's a second or emergency third string. It doesn't matter, but it would be interesting to see where they go from here as the Colts. I don't care if they tank the season. If they don't tank the season, they try to win with Joe Flacco. Because you don't make the playoffs, then you're picking like 15 to 19, 20-isk. And that doesn't really help your team for next season when you don't know what your team is going to be like next season. But the same thing is if you do make the playoffs with Joe Flacco, then you're picking in your 20, 32, and that also doesn't help the team because they don't know where to go. And I think you need a new GM. I think Chris Ballard has been the GM since 2017. He has 0 divisional titles. When in that same time span, every other team in the division has won at least 2 division titles.
Oof.
That's a terrible look for Chris Ballard. He needs to go. He's had more than long enough time of a tenure there. And it's constant mediocre results. And granted, we all know QB purgatory in the NFL is the worst position you can be in when you're constantly rotating through starter after starter after starter. They tried the route with Richardson. He wasn't ready to start. They forced him out there. That was a mistake. That probably hurt his development. So I don't know where they go from here. It's not very good though. I'll say that.
Do you have anything positive for the Colts though?
Yeah, JT's phenomenal running back. Big fan of JT. big fan of DeForest Buckner on the defensive line. We got some weapons. I like Latu, the rookie defensive end out of UCLA. I mean, this small pieces. I like Kenny Moore. I like Quentin Nelson. I like Josh Downs. He had a great game last week. There's pieces to be competitive. Obviously, it just you need to rebuild, blow it up. And when I say blow it up, I don't mean you get rid of AR, right? If you give him time to develop a whole year or
Should.
more, I agree. Hold on. Maybe he's a guy. Maybe he's not. Or where you go? Or do you tank until 2026 and try to get Manning? Do you tank for another 2 years? Like, that's really hard for your players to go through that. The other 52 guys, because that's not what they signed up for. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'm hoping this is not just a 1 or 2 week bench for Richardson. To really send a message, it really does have to be for the indefinite, because if not, and they try him back out there, in 2 to 3 weeks, I think that sends a terrible message to this team. I really do.
Jake.
Yeah, put your smile on, make fun of the team. Haha, so funny. I called
Give me
it.
the Flaccos, bro.
Oh yeah!
Hey.
Fuck. Flacco when he plays looks fucking amazing, and the Colts have a offense. It was literally AR playing like a fucking retard, which Ryan and I were saying for the past fucking 7 weeks, and Matt, you kept saying, no, you have to give him the reps. You have to start. We're like, no, bench him and put in fucking Flacco. You guys would be leading the division right now if you had
Yeah, I know.
Flacco in.
Yeah.
And you said no, give him reps, and then finally, week 8 comes around. He looks more retarded than ever,
Yeah.
and fucking finally gets benched.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking Colts on a cold, ice cold Vikings team who are 0-2 in their last 2 games.
Right.
Give me the fucking Colts here to go on Sunday Night Football. Flacco, prime time in an away game. The media, fuck it. The media, you think it's bad against AR now? Watch what happens when Flacco wins against the fucking, well, now cold, but previously hot Vikings team
It makes it worse.
on an away game.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna. Okay, but for real, I think the Vikings are gonna win. But if the fucking Colts find a way to win, that shit's gonna be so funny. Oh my god, give me the Flaccos, man. I love the way Flacco plays.
You got it, Ryan.
I was gonna say I'm tailing Jake. I said if Flacco was starting, I would take the Colts every week, and now he is, and I'm not backing down now. I know it's a large spread for the Vikings, but like, I am willing to go out and say like I think the Colts will not only cover but win this game with Flacco.
Oh, what's the money line? 230, 194
plus 194.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about the Colts with Joe Flacco. He's a longtime veteran, 15 years. He knows what he's doing.
And like you have fucking Downs, you have Alec Pierce, like the weapons are there.
Yeah,
it is a good squad of Colts players.
Yeah,
right.
He's
But
a
you guys
fucking
watch
retard throwing the ball.
Did you watch the Tennessee game? Flacco looked miserable. He looked as bad as AR did. He average throw was 5 yards per attempt. That's terrible.
Hey, hold
Did
on.
he start that game or did he get subbed in?
He started that whole game. He had one good possession the first drive. I'll give him credit. And then he looked bad. And again, the Colts could not run in that game. Like, they could not run since when the 2.5 games with Joe Flacco, they could not run without AR. And that team is predicated on running with Jonathan Taylor. As whether you want
They won though, right?
against what? The Titans? Yeah, they won. Yeah. It was a close game. But I'm just saying, you said Joe Flacco looks better with that team. He does not look that offense does not look that good. They're more efficient. I'm not going to argue that. But in terms of actual clicking and everything, and again, I really harp on the run game, they are worse in the run game. And again, and I don't know why, Shane Steichen still calls the same type of plays, that zone read option with Joe Flacco in. Motherfucker, Joe Flacco ain't pulling that ball, so don't call it read or zone options. To me, that is such a bad coaching job. And I guess I don't understand why you do that. Joe Flacco's a fucking statue. You need to be understanding with Joe Flacco and call a power scheme, not a zone scheme.
This is what I'll say about the Colts. I think those offensive linemen blocking for him are going to be like, okay, this guy's he knows what the fuck he's doing out here. Like this
I
is,
believe that too.
and that there's, if anything, like like you said, like maybe or they're not as explosive or
Proficient?
whatever. They're not necessarily better with him. But at least their morale is going to be up, and like, here's a fucking Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I'll give that one.
He knows what he's doing, and that's enough that like he can go out there and lead these guys. Like
Sure.
they probably have
Yeah.
a lot of confidence when he comes into the huddle, and it's like, hey guys, this is going to be a 7, 8, 9, 10 play drive. I need you guys to fucking be here for me. We need to go out there. We need to get into field goal range to win this fucking game. Let's go. Ready on 2, break. Like, and they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm fucking gonna stick up for old man Flacco right here.
Did he
I mean, I
play
like it.
in the Jags game?
He did, yeah. He played the whole game. He played very well. 350, whatever.
Right.
4 tutties. Yeah,
They lost, but he played phenomenal.
yeah, but no run again. That the Packers have the Jags had the at the time with the 29th or 30th passing rank defense, so they knew they could pass on them. But man, at that game, right before halftime, Joe Flacco lost the ball, strip sack with 20 seconds remaining before halftime. That's on Shane Steichen, Joe Flacco for trying to be aggressive before the halftime. 3rd game in a row. That was stupid. And in that 4th quarter, the Colts scored 24 points, I think, to make it competitive. Like, yeah, they came back, so it looks close and everything, which I'm happy for. I thought they had a chance to win it.
You were more passionate about AR and his fucking than you are about Flacco right now.
No, I like Flacco. And you had to go to Flacco. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, people keep saying that the offense as a whole is better with Flacco, and that's not necessarily the case because yards per attempt and everything was still bad with Flacco versus the Tennessee game.
Okay,
and
let me
then-
ask you this: If
hold
Flacco's
on,
been starting,
hold on. And then even when he came into the Steelers game, they had only one scoring drive after AR left, and it was punt, 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 punt. And I think they had a field goal. Or yeah,
okay, you say they said when they start Joe Flacco, people say it's a better looking team, and you say that's not
Yes.
necessarily the case.
not necessarily. Like he's definitely a better quarterback. I'm not making that argument. He's
Okay.
definitely better than Anthony
If
Richardson. He can read
You
a
start
defense.
Joe
and complete-
Flacco week 1. Do you have a better record than you do right now?
Yeah, no question. We don't lose to the Packers for sure.
So
For
it
sure.
is the case. It is the case that Joe Flacco, if he's starting, makes the team better.
In terms of wins and losses, yeah, but I'm just talking about efficiency.
What else is there?
Because I think Ryan said it. The offense looks way better with Joe Flacco, and the offense does not necessarily look way better, but they would have another win because of the turnover issues that Anthony Richardson causes.
You got some Anthony Richardson bias in you, bro. You got
No,
some big
I-
Anthony Richardson bias in you.
I just said Anthony Richardson needs to be benched until he can develop. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like,
the-
if Bryce Young
we-
was behind your quarterback, you'd be like, "Oh fuck no, get the Bryce Young the fuck out of here." If he had the same stats as AR.
He went to Richardson. Again, I really thought that he needed live reps. I thought he did, and I'm okay with admitting that was not the case. He's not. And granted, that's all because last year he looked better last year than he does this year. For whatever reason, he has taken a step backwards, even with more time.
Probably afraid
yeah, I
to
know
get
he
hurt.
was- Right, but even when you're hurt, you're still at practice. You're still watching. You're
winded
still
a little
looking
bit.
film. Right, you're still studying. But he took a step backwards.
Where's the Gatorade?
So you say it's not necessarily the case that the Colts offense looks better with Joe Flacco, but you admit they'd have more wins, which is exactly what that statement means. And so what if the Colts come and win out on against the Vikings like on Sunday?
I mean, I think context matters. Is it a blowout win? Does Flacco look bad? Does he still throw 2 picks? Does the defense? I mean, context matters there, bud.
But I mean, because AR has no shot at winning against fucking the Vikings, 0. But if Flacco comes out and wins, then like you have to say their offense is better. Like
I mean, if Joe Flacco throws 3 picks and they win, would you say that? You probably wouldn't.
yes, I would rather my quarterback have 3 picks and win than have fucking a 30% completion rating and lose. Yes, I would
He
rather
could
have that.
He could have the same exact stats. I'm saying that's what I'm getting at, Jake. He could.
If Joe Flacco throws for 30%,
Yes.
Something no quarterback has done since like the
Colts-
60s.
The Colts literally had a chance to win with Richardson throwing for 30%, 31%.
Who would have won the game if he was in?
But I'm saying if it was Joe Flacco at 31% and everything's the exact same, you know what I mean?
I just can't wait till we're at week 17. The Colts are in the playoffs, and then we have the same conversation we did with Matt on week 3. We're like, Matt, AR looks horrible. You have to take him out. It's no. And then Flacco comes in, fucking has like a dominant last half of the season. It's like, well, okay, but see, there's like context and shit. Like he had 3 picks in one. It's like it'd be the same shit. Like that blows my mind.
Look, and
Okay.
again, and I know you're laughing about it, and that's fine. I don't care either way. But I also don't think winning with Flacco is also a good decision anyway, right? Because like I just said before I even picked the team, where does that put you then going to next season? Flacco retires, and you're in the exact same boat then with QB purgatory.
Hey,
Yeah, it's not
live
good for the Colts
update.
over.
Live
Okay,
update
that's the
about
point of the
Vikings.
season. You need to figure out what the fuck to do for the future of the franchise.
Hey, live
Get rid
update
of AR
for
and draft
the
another one.
live update for the Vikings.
Live
Vikings
update.
are requiring offensive tackle Cam Robinson from the Jaguars.
Oh, nice. Cause they left tackle towards ACL and MCL. That's good.
So would you are you advocating for tanking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Are
know.
you advocating for Joe Flacco to do bad?
No, I mean I want the Colts to win. Obviously, I'm gonna want my team to do well. The word is, what do you do afterwards? It's the same thing when we had fucking 6, 7, 8, 9 quarterbacks after Andrew Luck. What the fuck does that put you then for the next season? Right? I mean,
Would you
if
be happier if the Colts ended? What are they right now? They have like 3 wins, 4.
4-4.
If they ended, would you be happier if they ended 4-14, or 10-7?
I'm fine with 10
You'd be-
7. You make the playoffs and whatever. If that organization had a legit plan for the future, and that's either they lose or they win. If they have a legit plan for the future, whether it's blowing up, which I think they need to with the GM at the very least, and defensive coordinator, you just a actual plan. Like to be fair, I thought they had an actual plan with Richardson. I was so happy when they drafted Richardson. I thought they were going to let him develop, right? Because we knew how raw he was, undeveloped he was in college. That's what was, great. Last year you expect to suck. Gardner Minshew starts. That's fine because AR is going to be in the back. Eventually he will take the reins. That didn't happen, obviously. So you then expect, okay, well, he missed all last season. Yeah, he was rehabbing, but you still hope to learn and everything. Well, this year proved that wasn't the case. He, like I said, mentioned he regressed. So I don't know where you go from here. So I don't care whether they win or lose, what record they finish with, as long as they have a legit plan as an organization what they're going to do. Whether it is, draft a quarterback in the first round, the Jeremy Rose, you trade up, get Shadur or Cam Ward or whoever. I don't care as long as they've actually played in college at this point. That's all I want for the organization. Yes, I want the Colts to make the players and do well. And Joe Flacco's a guy, great. But that just still leaves you with a bigger question mark next season. And again, I'm not saying Joe Flacco is 1,000% a better quarterback than Anthony Richardson. But right now in the Shane Steichen offense, he's not. That offense is still not efficient. So they can change the fucking offense, but for sure, let's do that with Joe Flacco. You just need to know what the future is going to be then. I
Let's
think
go
that's
Flacco.
more than fair to ask.
Tentatively.
What's up?
I said, let's go Flacco tentatively. Don't do too good. But
You're being a
The
dick,
fu-
and I don't know why. I just know.
I just know, like, if Flacco does pop off in week 18, week 17, like, Matt, you said Flacco was worse. What happened? And then it's going to be like the same thing with AR.
In terms of what?
We said AR was bad, and you said no, he needs more reps, and then he got more
AR
reps.
is
and was
bad.
even
I
worse.
just said I don't. How much do you?
Yeah,
want me
but
to
no,
make-
what I'm saying is week 3, week 2, week 1, you said no, you got to give him more reps.
And
And we're
yes,
saying no,
and
bench
I
him,
thought,
bench him.
I can't change my mind after watching it more.
No, but what
I
I'm
can't do that.
saying is you're saying Flacco is bad for the Colts offense right now, and in week 18 when they're in the wild card, it's gonna be it's gonna be the same thing.
It could be better. But I'm just saying the sample size of what he did in the Tennessee game and half of the Steelers game was not good of Joe Flacco. We've seen better Joe Flacco performances. That is more than fair to say.
Money.
He had 350 yards.
Against the Tennessee Titans?
Cards.
No, against the Jags.
Yeah, I didn't say the Jags game, did I?
Oh wait, what'd you say? Titans and Steelers?
Yes.
They won.
But he did not
gotta-
play that well.
Neither is Mahomes. They're 7-0.
Ryan picked
Would you
one.
rather have Mahomes or Flacco? One's playing way worse than the other.
Obviously, Mahomes.
Okay,
no
so but
question.
if you're winning games, 5. Like efficiency to
we're-
me doesn't matter. If you're winning games, who gives a flying fuck?
Efficiency matters, and we just differ on that. That's okay.
No, but Mahomes is the most inefficient quarterback this year. And he's 7-0.
You would not pay, you would say so. You just said though Anthony Richardson isn't bad, but they're 7-0 doesn't matter. If he was completing 30% every game,
Yeah. If he was winning games, he was 7-0. Fucking keep throwing it to the fucking ground. I don't
See, I
care. You're
wouldn't-
winning games.
okay, I wouldn't say that. That's okay.
You would rather lose games than win games if it was efficient.
30% is or fuck, even less than 50% is terrible. Like that's not okay.
Yeah, but you would rather lose games efficiently than win games inefficiently.
I mean, you can still win games efficiently too.
No, but I'm asking. Would you rather lose games efficiently or win games inefficiently?
30% is terrible. Fuck that. I'll take a loss.
Okay, next game. That's wild to me.
That's fine.
That's why you would rather lose games efficiently than win games inefficiently.
30%
Wow.
every fucking week. You would not.
If you
stand
win
Jared
20-0, who gives a fuck?
You would not stand
Would you-
Jared Goff being your quarterback if he was doing that every week.
I
There's
wouldn't
no
give a
way
fuck if
you
he's holding
would.
the fucking trophy.
You would
There you
hate
go.
him being
Here's-
your quarterback.
I'd cry over my trophy, my Super Bowl trophy. Fuck, I wish we were more efficient at losing. But no, I would have a fucking trophy. Would you rather have a Super Bowl trophy or an inefficient Super Bowl trophy or very efficient losses?
Obviously, you're gonna pick the fucking Super Bowl, but you're not being
Thank you.
realistic in the NFL. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna go 7-0 being fucking 30%, Jake.
Yeah, but I'm just
Okay,
like,
then that's not realistic. Stop.
But you're saying
making
Joe
these
Flacco's
fucking quality-
inefficient, but what if he goes on a fucking hot streak?
Okay, and I just said, where does that put you in the organization then? That is what
Yeah,
you.
but fucking re-sign Joe Flacco.
See, I don't think that's a good solution either. As a 40-year-old QB at that point,
If you get paid fucking $50 million, it's a pretty good solution.
he wouldn't get paid that much, but sure.
You don't think Joe Flacco would get paid $50 million?
No,
Wow. Just like Dak when it gets 60?
he's getting 15 this year. So no,
Yeah,
I do not.
they're
Expect,
fucking, he's getting robbed.
so I do not expect him to jump to 50 million. No, I do
Brock
not.
Purdy's getting 800,000. He's about to get 50.
Right, one significantly younger, with longer playing time in the future. So yes, he probably will get 50.
All right, Dakota, who you taking after all that?
Am I wrong?
About what? About
You gonna give Joe Flacco a
efficient
5-year
losses?
deal?
Never mind, go
or
ahead.
3-year deal for 50 million?
3 year for 50? Oh yeah, 100%.
That's fucking no fucking way that happened.
What?
Like per
But
year.
you'd rather start
Per
AR
year.
and have a
Per
30%
year.
completion rating.
No, I just
Oh.
said that, Jake.
Oh, you said 50 for 3.
Yeah, like per year on an annual value.
Oh. Yeah, with the salary cap going up, yeah, I'd give him 50 for 3 for sure. Yeah, he got the Browns to a playoff game. What are you talking about? The fucking Browns. If he gets you guys to the playoff game, hell yeah, I'm paying him 50 for 3 and then having AR sit behind him for 3 years and maybe he comes out and balls like Jordan Love for sure. The fuck?
No, fuck, that's terrible.
No, fuck that. All right, AR. The third season will be different. All right.
I'm not saying he's gonna be the guy next season. Never once did I say that on this.
Yeah, but
this
who
podcast.
is? If you don't sign Joe Flacco, who is?
That's why I just said you need to have a plan going into next year, either whether they win or lose with Flacco. Why can you not understand that?
I guess they're gonna have to have efficient losses then because they need a quarterback. I guess.
You don't understand the context of the NFL, and that's okay.
Yeah, I'd rather have wins than losses. I'm so stupid.
Hey, you said it, not me.
All right, efficient losses it is. Let's go.
Efficient losses.
You're not going to win consistently throwing less than 48%. Not
You will with
realistic.
Flacco, though. You'll
Not
have consistent
realistic
wins
to
with
expect.
Flacco.
Yeah, again, Flacco completes at a higher percentage. Yes, that is not
Yes.
inefficient at 48% or 30%.
I'm a consistent wins guy. You're a consistent losses guy. I'm a bull market. You're a bear.
So, Dakota, who do you like?
Oh,
Oh, he just went
What the fuck?
AFK.
Yeah, would he just speed race off the camera?
I don't know where he went. Oh, he's put on his
Oh,
shit.
he put on his Master Chief helmet. Master Chief is joining us here live. Master Chief, who are you taking in this game? The Colts at the Vikings, -5.5 for the Vikings. I think we're
He's
still,
trying to thread it through.
yeah, we're having
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
no problem, Chief.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the Colts. 'Cause
Oh,
at
whoa.
this point, I think it'll be really funny if the Colts win.
it would be. Yeah.
I got to hear about how fucking I was wrong somehow.
Thanks, Chief.
Again, the
for that
context
pick.
of the game matters. I don't see why that's so hard to say or believe.
Okay, 65%, 350 yards, 0 picks.
Yeah, that is a good game. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, what if he wins? He has 3 picks and 65% completion.
That's again 3 picks is not okay. I don't like picks. I know you don't care about picks. That's fine. That's okay.
Look, picks don't matter unless they're in the red zone and if you're winning games.
And see, I don't believe that because Anthony Richardson pick was in the red zone, but that's worse than in the red zone.
Oh, the halftime.
You don't have to
pick.
agree with that. That's fine. Just difference.
As well as to compare Joe Flacco Colts records and AR Colts records at the
I
end
was
of the
just
season.
ignore the fact that Anthony Richardson pick on the own 5-yard line is not worse than in the red zone.
Oh no, it's probably worse. Yeah, it's probably
Okay,
worse.
there you go. Thank you. We can agree
Yeah.
on something.
But you won't ever admit if I'm right though. So,
Yes, I will. If for whatever reason Joe Flacco balls out to win the next 10 games, that's phenomenal. Yes, he's a better quarterback. I've said that multiple times on this podcast. I just said, where is that leaving in the future? That's a fair question to ask the organization. And yes, obviously it's proved the past 8 weeks Richardson should not have been starting, obviously. I thought he needed game rest. I literally can change that. That's fair to say that you can change. You literally said it yourself. You thought Saquon was not going to be that guy.
Yeah, and I admitted I was wrong. But guess what? It took me 2 weeks. It took you 8 weeks to admit AR was trash and how to bench him.
Saquon.
You want to hope he's going to turn it around.
Turn that 13% completion to 65, and
65 is massive difference from 13, so I would take a 65% completion rate with AR.
well, that's what I was
every
saying.
game.
Like, it's impossible to turn that around in a season, which is why we were saying like week 2 and 3 that he needs to be benched.
Okay, I think we talked about that one long enough. Master
I'm on the Colts, baby.
Colts.
I'm on the Colts.
How about them Colts? How about
I picked
this
the Colts
next
more to
game?
cover this year than anybody else. I'm pretty sure.
You might have. Good discussion there, guys. I really enjoyed that, and I think our viewers are they're gonna be, so chat clip that. Someone's gonna clip that. That discussion's gonna go viral here. All right, our last game, Monday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Baker Mayfields at the Kansas City Master Chiefs. And, oh, holy shit, Master Chief is joining us live. Master Chief, you are a Chiefs fan. Good to see you, Master Chief. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Master Chief, how do you feel about your Master Chiefs, undefeated, hosting the Tampa Bay Covenant at -8.5 for the Master Chiefs?
Well, I'll be honest, the 8.5 is a little scary for me.
Oh.
Especially since the Raiders were able to cover against the Chiefs, and I know that was a last-minute touchdown by the Raiders. But man, Baker actually kind of put up a fight against Kirk Cousins with 2 of his primary weapons being out for the season.
That is true.
So I think smart. I need to pick the Bucks to cover against the Chiefs. Now, that being said, Master Chief doesn't believe that the Chiefs are going to lose the game.
Ah,
I just think the Bucks will be able to cover.
very good analysis there,
I was
Master Chief.
confused.
About what?
I was like confused. Like it was just a joke. Like, oh, you picking the Bucks to win? You said I'm picking them to cover, not to win. But I was just saying, I was confused. Thanks for clarifying. It was just a
Cortana,
joke.
can you get this guy out of here?
Hey, Jake, you like to talk a lot. How do you feel about these Chiefs? These
Yeah,
Master
Baker looked
Chiefs?
good, even without his 2 wide receivers. But I'm gonna pick the Chiefs here.
Oh.
I don't. The Bucks is probably the right side here. 8.5's a lot of points, and Chiefs really aren't blowing people out. I think they beat like the Niners by 10, and maybe like another team. But Baker. The game, like, he played against the Falcons without his 2 1s and 2s. And that was kind of like a revenge game because he got a record set on him by Kirko. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
true. Very
kinda-
true.
I'm gonna pocket that game. Just give me the Chiefs here to win by 9. Fuck it, why not?
I'm actually going to tail Dakota here, the Master Chief, but with the Bucks here. However, I am a little scared. The Atlanta offense isn't exactly, or Atlanta defense isn't exactly the Chiefs' defense. So maybe I switch this one since the Bucks are missing their receivers and the Chiefs are a top 3 defense right now. But I'm gonna tail the Bucks here on this one. Matty B, how you feeling?
Yeah, Chiefs all the way. For what you just said, the defense, I think it's going to carry them. And at some point, their offense is going to have to click at some
Oh,
point.
I just realized.
And I think that'd be against the Bucks' terrible defense. If they don't turn around this game, I don't know if they would turn it around per se. They still win. We'll see. We'll see. But you can't. Without the Bucks having the top 2 receivers, it's really hard to pick them.
Does D Hop get more involved this game?
He had what, 2
Probably,
catches last week at least, and
2 for
how many
30.
targets?
Yeah,
How many targets though? That's what I
3.
care about.
he had
Yeah.
3.
Only 3 targets. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll get more. You know, now he has he'll have over a full week, in that system. I'd be curious. I don't know if you guys know how many snaps he had, right? If he had 15 snaps, 20 snaps.
I can check. Let's
I'd be
see.
curious actually.
There's a way to check this.
I'm actually gonna switch to the Chiefs. Just 'cause I
Oh.
realized the Bucks are 30 in overall defense.
Yep.
There's a way to check. Snap counts.
Yeah, there you go.
He 32% of the snaps for
That's
D
pretty
Hop.
good.
That's higher than I thought. Honestly, I thought it'd be a little less.
For a week 1.
Yeah. With what, 3 days of practice,
All right.
maybe 2 days real practice, 1 walkthrough. Yeah, I expect him to be more involved. And again, we just saw third is defense, overall defense. I just can't imagine that it's going to be that close. And they have a much better defense than the Falcons' poorest pass defense. So maybe I could see the Bucks. I could see the final score being like 20-10. Honestly, the Bucks just getting shut down.
So a low scoring game.
Yeah, 20-10. That's low scoring enough. Yeah, I could see that.
The over under is 45.5. You're hammering that under.
I mean, I just
Damn,
don't trust.
really?
Yep.
I mean, I would go under 45.5.
I would go under too.
Yeah, thank you. I just don't trust Bucks offense without. I know they played well last week. You know, they scored well last week at least. But the Chiefs have been shutting essentially everyone down. I know they let the backdoor cover happen last week. I acknowledge that. But before that happened, it was a 14-point game. It was 24-10,
Yeah,
some shit
something
like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not too
Falcons.
far off with. I'm not too far off with this one. Then 20-10. That's pretty similar to that.
The Falcons are ranked 19th in overall defense as well.
No, that's higher than I thought.
And Raiders are 11. So like
What's your pass defense?
pass defense
For the Falcons.
for the Falcons. Sorry, it's really hard to see through this. They're 18.
Oh, that's higher than I thought too.
Chiefs are 17 though.
Wow.
It's their rushing defense that's really good.
Yeah.
Chiefs are number 2 in rushing. And then Falcons
he has
are
the-
21 in rushing. I'm
That'd be a
sorry.
good game.
Or the
Yeah.
Bucks are 20th.
Not bad, not terrible. Not the best, not the worst.
You think they get a back recover then, Ryan, or do you think they keep the Colts the whole way?
Mm,
If you stick with the Bucks, that is.
I don't know.
Oh,
I would lean more
fuck.
towards the back door than keeping it close, just because it's
Okay.
primetime Mahomes.
Sure.
So I would lean more towards the backdoor cover.
Gotcha.
What's up, Jake?
You good, Jake?
You had something there?
No, I was wondering because I was thinking about Dakota. Was like the Vikings signed a left tackle, and I'm like, why the fuck did they sign? Like, why?
Yeah,
I forgot that
they-
Darisaw fucking broke his fucking leg or whatever.
Yeah, I
was
said it. He
like,
tore his ACL, MCL right before
Yeah,
half.
totally. Fucking. Yeah. Okay, that does make sense.
Which
I
again,
okay,
that was
he's like
also
fucking. He's legit.
Yeah. Well, that's I can say that's on McConnell, right? You don't need to call a play there. Just take a fucking knee, go to half. Like stuff
yeah.
like that is frustrating when you don't need to do. When you don't need to be aggressive, to use that term. Like just go to half. Like you just lost your left tackle for the next fucking year at least.
Damn, that sucks. So what's the recap, Ryan?
The recap, starting with the teams on bye, is the Niners and the Steelers. You can see right here. They're on bye there. Here is week 9. That is confirmed. They are on bye. The recap. Thursday night football. Dakota's going with the Aaron Rodgers-led Jets, while the rest of us are sticking with Houston and the shaky Texans. The Patriots at the Titans in a slobber knocker. 2 elite teams, but we're all with the Patriots. The Saints at the Panthers. We all like the Panthers. We're buying stock in them this week. Maybe Bryce Young can pull it off. Broncos at the Ravens. Jake is going with the Ravens. Everyone else is on the Broncos. Raiders at the Bengals. We all like the Bongles. Chargers at Browns. Dakota and I are on the Chargers and Justin Herbert, while Matt and Jake are with the Jameis Winstons. Eat that W. Chargers. Dolphins at the Bills. We all like Josh Allen and that squad. Amari Cooper. And hopefully he pops off even a little bit more this week. The Cowboys at the Falcons. We all like Kirko Chains. Commanders at Giants. We all like the midseason rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels and the Commies. Bears at the Cardinals. We like the Cardinals except for Dakota. Bear down. Jaguars at the Eagles. Fly,
Yeah,
Eagles,
Bears.
fly. Rams at the Seahawks. We're all going with the Rams. Lions at the Packers. We all like the Lions. Colts at the Vikings. Hey, do you guys want to recap that game real quick, real fast?
We're good.
Matt's going with the Vikings. The rest of us are on the Colts. And Monday Night Football, Bucks at Chiefs. I'm on the Bucks. You guys are with the Master Chiefs. And that is week 9 of Cox and Stocks. Woo woo! Yeah.
How many
I go
sneaky
fast
picks
food.
this week?